Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam amma ba'd. Marhaban bikum ila fatrat al-thaniya. Welcome to the second session. Barakallahu feekum wa ahsanallahu ilaykum. What are some of the etiquettes and manners of a student of knowledge that you observe to be lacking in our gatherings? Barakallahu feek. What are some behaviors us as students can implement? First thing, you come late. I said 10:30. You come 1 minute after 10. That is late. Be on time. When I said don't allow anyone after 10:30, that was a tasjee wa targheeb, not for tahreem wal mana'. So sometimes text, you look at it, you see there is a prohibition in the text. Now, but that prohibition is not for haram bil kulliyah. It is for makruh. Must be a qarina that indicates that it is something that is just like, not that it is haram, hatman, totally. Now, what's the qarina? I said that, but people are entering after half past, and we are allowing them. Sah wala? Huh? Imam? Sah. Imam na? At-talib al-ilm must be on time. The muhaddis of al-Maghrib who traveled the world, listen carefully, who traveled the world, he was in India, from the Maghrib, I said, Morocco, traveled to India, took hadith from Mubarakpuri, now Sahib, Tuhfatul Ahwadi of the Sunan of Imam At-Tirmidhi, made a sharh, commentary of the book, could speak English, went to Germany, learned German, lectured in the University of Berlin. Now, who am I speaking about? Who am I speaking about? Yeah, now. No, his other partner in the translation of the Quran, or the meanings of the Quran. Muhammad Taqiyuddin Al-Hilali. Ahsan. Now, Sheikh Muhammad Taqiyuddin Al-Hilali, rahimahullah ta'ala, muhaddith, who speak German, now English, bit of Urdu, taught at the Jamia Islamiyah. He was a person on time. You listen to his biography. Now, he's mu'asir, not somebody that is on the mutaqaddimin. I said Sheikh bin Baz, so you should know, and Jamia Islamiyah. So he was on time. If he had an appointment with you at 10 o'clock and you come there 2 minutes past 10, he wouldn't see you. He wouldn't see you. Strict to time. He had an appointment with a dentist once, or a doctor, I think dentist. Now, I'm not so 100% sure, but anyway, so the appointment was for 11. He reached the door at 5 to 11. His companion who mentions this says, Sheikh came to the door at 5 to 11, and he said, don't knock the door. Don't enter. My appointment is at 11. That's the only time I can enter this place, as per appointment. 11 on the dot he entered. Now, we as students of a Salafiyyah, now, this is a Mubarak dawah. It needs Mubarak personalities. You must be Sahibul Funun, person in every field has some understanding of the field. Be on time. Know what's happening in the world. Know what's happening with the ulama, biographies of the ulama. So that will give you encouragement. You said what I have noticed. I ask questions about people that we should know. You don't know. I'm talking about Tullabul Ilm, not the awam amongst yours. I'm talking about Tullabul Ilm. Now, when the scholars of Salafiyah, when they were born, when they died, where were they born? What were they like? Who were their teachers? The mainline teachers. Now, what was their expertise, field of expertise? You go take fiqh from a hadith of a person of lugha. Because you don't know what he is about. This is an Arab, mashallah, tabarakallah, expert in the language. You take hadith from him. It's not his mainline expertise. You must be able to distinguish and differentiate between this. From the muhaddithun, who were the experts in jarh wa ta'dil? Who were the experts in istikhraj wa istinbat, deriving rulings from hadith? Who were just transmitters of hadith? We must busy ourselves with these things if you want to be a proper da'iyah, proper caller and invited to a Salafiyah. It doesn't mean you memorize big books, many books, lots of things of knowledge. Your asas, your foundation will be Salim or Sahih, Aqidah and Salamatul Manhaj. And build and develop on that. Because that's the main thing. وَلَكَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. This is the main purpose of sending the Anbiya alayhimus salam. You want to be strong in that, unshakable in your creed. Person that opposes shaitan, shirk at every level, at every juncture, at every corner, knowing the tricks of shaitan, of Iblis and his junud and his army. Talbis Iblis. Ibn Jawzi wrote this book. Read it there. The confusion, the deception of Iblis. How he deceives you. How he deceives Bani Adam. The awam fall prone. The Tullabul Ilm, at least they have some means of defense because they understand. Ulama are more shadid ala shaitan or shayateen. Now, the more you have knowledge and you practice your knowledge, you are hard against shaitan. So, acquire the knowledge if it's just for that purpose. Protect yourself. Do not be ghafil. If I send all the students out there because you asked me this question, I would do something that I would do with even my own kids. That if you're sitting there in company, I just pass by there and hear what you're speaking about. That's all. Just laugh for 20 minutes till the jaws are sore, make some jokes, talk about dunya. I won't sit there. I'll move on. Now, while the Malaika come to which majalises they frequent? Huh? Majalisul dhikr ahsan. That's where the Malaika go sit. And who do you think I'm going to sit in the majalisul dunya? Shayateen. You can encourage more. Adalya. Akhbirum. iPhone. Akhbirum. Television. Akhbirum. This soccer right, this player, this what, this that. Dunya. The first day of introduction, we read about what? The first day. The first day, in the introduction of this, I never read this book. Am I right? I gave an introduction. Anybody? Yeah, which bab? Suluk, barakallahu fiik. Naam. Ahsantuma. Akhlaq was-suluk salaf as-salih. The akhlaq, character, behavior, conduct, behavior, suluk of the Salaf Salih. Why did I read that first? I think I told you. To prepare a foundation of understanding of how we should be. It's not about just acquiring book knowledge. ليس العلم بكثرة الكتب والروايات إنما العلم بخشية الله. Knowledge is not gathering a lot of information. Some brothers think I memorized this, I memorized that, I memorized. Maybe I'm Shaykh Islam now. No. Another miskin only Usul Salasa. And some are in the Quran. But it's rasikh in Aqidah, rasikh in Manhaj. And in Amal of the Deen, in Akhlaq and Suluk, he is number one. هذا هو عالم. Now, بدين الله سبحانه وتعالى. So we must understand, it's not about how much you've gathered of memorization, because in the Muhaddithun, also we speak about the Dabtul Sadr, wa Dabtul Kitaba. Hifz, by writing down hadith. You've got a compilation of hadith. And the other way of just protecting the hadith, I mean hifz of hadith. The other way is memorization. Obviously, الَّذِي يَحْفَظْ حُجَّةٌ عَلَى مَنْ لَمْ يَحْفَظْ. Now, that is there. You ask me hadith, I don't know, I just a little bit about it, but I got my things recorded. I was in Sheikh Al-Albani and I got this hadith from him. Right, I read my book. This book is with me and nobody has ever got access to it. That's Dabtul Kitaba in a nutshell. When you enter the majlis of dhikr, of ilm, halakat ilmiyah, you must already know before you leave your house what I want to take away from that majlis, from those durus that's happening in the halakat. Because you already know what's going to be discussed there. Topics I mean. So sometimes you go there, you don't know what you have for. Okay, some come out to check out Salafiyah. He comes here to check us out. It's good. No, he knows why he's here. He came to check us out. That's one category. The other one comes here to see how they speak Arabic, whether they read or what, or pick out some faults. That's another person. It's okay. He's going to advise us. It's good. Then another one comes, he says, yeah, I said, no, fiqh. I love fiqh. Let's see what fiqh is there. Good. Other one comes, I want hadith. Other one comes, man, I'm weak in manhaj. I don't understand manhaj at all. What is manhaj? It's a new thing. I want to know what is manhaj. So he comes here, that's what he wants. Everyone must know what he wants. Don't come and sit here if you don't know what you want. Now, oh, I just want to listen to that old man over there, maybe he'll shout me and then I'll get rectified. Okay, that's good also. Now, so everyone has his own niyyah. And may Allah grant you whatever you intend of good, of khair. Now, so what have I noticed, brothers? This nasiha, isn't it? You're asking for nasiha. It's not repeating your faults, anything, barakallahu fikum. Just to improve, even myself. I don't want to ask you what your notes of me, because you're telling me a lot of bad things. So let me just stick to this question. Maybe some good things. Okay. As a student of knowledge, you are described as a student of knowledge. Pay attention to knowledge when it reaches your ears. And record it, memorize it. Now, and practice it. We spoke about salah. First thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us, He took the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to the sama, for this institution of salah. Now, it wasn't revelation that came by Jibreel alayhi salam to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Shows ahmiyatu hazal amal, the importance of this action, where Rabbuna tabaraka wa ta'ala gave to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and his brother Prophet Musa alayhi salam gave him nasiha to reduce from 50 to 5. Yeah, Jama'ah, me and you. After we get this aqidah, correct aqidah, we on tawheed, fix our salah. We haven't fixed our salah, all of us. We go into ruku before the imam. We come up from ruku before the imam. We go into sujood before the imam. We come up from sujood before the imam. Like in a hurry to get some place out of the masjid. Wallahu musta'an. Jameen up before the imam or with the imam. Shows we are not disciplined. We are ghafil. We enter the salah being unmindful. We don't hear anyone spitting on his left shoulder here. Are you sure to spit? You forgot the hadith. Oh, shaitan, don't trouble us. Apply the sunnah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Spit. Oh, shaitan is troubling. If you're going before the imam, in the postures of salah. We are salafiyun. Sifatul salatin Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We must read there of Shaykh al-Albani. He's got mukhtasar, very brief. Read that short, brief one. Then read the one mutawwal with the adillah in there. Shaykh Husaymin has one, Shaykh bin Baz, Shaykh Muqbil, Rahmatullah al-Jami. And then try to fix our salah. It's not just for reading. Fix our salah. Stand properly in the salah. Know the ahkam of salah. Still, I don't see we are reached a good, acceptable level in that regard. Now, other thing is tolerable ilm, tulabul ilm. We enter the masjid, we just sit down. Enter the masjid, just sit down. Where's the tahiyatul masjid? Is it abandoned? Where? These Ahlul Bidah wal Ahwa, they do that. We are Salafiyun. We abandoned that. We are supposed to revive the Sunnah. Where's the revival of the Sunnah? We have to be, you know what the problem is? Ghafla. We are not conscious. That's the problem. Our minds are occupied with other things. Not about this journey to Allah. All of us will fall short there. This is the key, reminder, nasiha. For myself personally. For my brother who has asked this question, very important question, MashaAllah, Mumtaz, this su'al. Now, Mumtaz, we have to rectify ourselves. The Ahlul Bidah wal Ahwa, they got something called Tazkiyatun Nafs. They were sitting with a Sufi Sheikh. The Sufi Sheikh says sleep, they sleep, they say wake up, wake up. One even said make 2 rakat salah, and the person stand up, make 2 rakat salah. That's all bid'ah, shirk. But they're doing these things because they want to, according to them, in their way, purify themselves. We cannot purify yourself without Kitab or Sunnah. I remember once a sheikh from Afghanistan came, not from Pakistan, but close towards Afghanistan. But he came with an Afghani murid in a big masjid. Everyone's sitting there. So, you know, the Sufi sheikhs say, you have to make tazkiyatun nafs. I've got to meet a murid who's a Pathan. Do you know what a Pathan is? It is these mountain men, hardcore. Now, carry rocks, chop mountains down. I've been to Afghanistan, I've seen these people, strong. They can kill you without even thinking. We had an incident with them. We were traveling in a long story. We were traveling in a taxi. 12, 13 people in this taxi. And one of us South Africans let out some gas. Stop this vehicle. AK-47 out. Who let out gas? He's ready to kill. That's a Pathan. That was the first incident. Second incident, also the South African. We had 3 groups. We went to Afghanistan to see, you know, how things are there. We're young. We're playing this shuttlecock. Now the yard has a big gate, 2-meter gate, right, all around. A fence, sorry, and a gate, huge, 2 huge gates in the center. The houses are built such that they go like 2 floors, and we didn't know. We're playing, you know, you live in the land of the kuffar, wallahi, you don't think. Most of us. We're playing, and then the shuttlecock goes on the roof. So, We are like strong, we're young, we can even jump, hold up pipes, go up onto the roof. We send up one of our brothers. He goes up there, and next thing we can hear like the buzzing of bees outside the gates. Huh? What's happening? And a whole mob of people running towards the gates, men. And they come and bang those gates. They want it open, the one that man is on the roof there. They want to kill him. Why? Why do you want to kill him? Some of our friends, Afghani friends, took us all into a room and said, please just stay here. There was some negotiation at the gates and banging and all that, and then they came like, what's the problem? I said, they want you. Why? They want to kill you. Why? Because you see, the men stay outside and the women folk are now in the courtyard. They wash the clothes, they attend to the children and all. Ghaira, what do you want up there? Look at the women, our women folk down there. Subhanallah. We never give it any thought. This is a Pathan. Now, I'll tell you another incident, but this I heard. A man married a Pathan's daughter. Now, you might know that one. Then the father-in-law is watching this youngster. Hey, Allah understand. Once they're recording us, they have to record. Then this Pathan, he shoots his son-in-law after a couple of days. But before he shoots, he tells him, what is the story? Every day ghusl, every family is ghusl, 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 ghusl. Come make salah. What do you think my daughter is? Huh? No, Pathan. There are many stories about Pathan. I've been with them in camps and tents, and these people, well, they killed her at the drop of a hat. Another one killed his wife when she ran out of the house. There was a snake in the house. She ran without hijab. Shot her, killed her. Now, come to the crux of the story. This sheikh said, I have a Pathan as my murid. After what I told her about Pathan, now it's going to make some sense. Am I right? Anyway. And you know, all the Indian brothers are sitting there. So everyone knows what a Pathan is. Just you all Masaa'il don't know what a Pathan is. So, stand up. Abdullah, come, Salli, Rakatain. And he's making 2 rakats of Salah in the masjid, in front of everyone. He said, see how obedient he is. Why he is so obedient? Because his tazkiyah to nafs. I have made his tazkiyah. This happened in the 1990s, 95. How I remember, that's the time I resigned from my job and went to study in the Al-Hanafiyin. So, in there the shirk, in all those actions, shirk and takabbur, hubbu shuhra, all hukum you can give about that. But the point is that, Jama'ah, we who have Quran and Sunnah, our foundation is Quran and Sunnah, ala fahmi salaf salih, we are still battling with making our akhlaq and our suluk. That's what I see as being very, very important. Be mutawadih. Man tawada lillah rafa'ahu Allah. The one who is humble for the sake of Allah, Allah elevates him. Allah will take you through to things and elevate you, you know, to ranks that you never perceived you could reach. Nah? Look at A'immah. People used to ride donkeys, walk to come and listen to them. Ilm of the deen. Nah? Ibn Abi Hatim, that's Abdul Rahman. Abu Hatim himself, the father, Muhaddith, Faqih. 7 years traveling for knowledge. On foot. Covered 4,876 odd kilometers. Seeking knowledge. Sham, Misr, Jaziratul Arab. Huh? On foot. How many times he collapsed out of hunger? They bought a fish. That fish, they were getting to the Masaa'il to take ilm. That fish even got almost rotten 3 days. not cooked. They got no time to cook that fish. They go to the halakah now to record hadith. They come to the room there where they rented, and just as they were going to prepare the fish, then the time is up to go to the halakah with another chef. Can leave the fish. You went out for 10 minutes, half an hour break here. And the brother come and tell me, chef, they went out 10 past late, and then you know what, they can't come out because they must have half hour. It's in your sight. I must rest for half hour. You're distracted from the deen, from ilm, from dhikrullah. You see our minds how it is? You know what's the problem? Too much spending time with the kuffar. Your neighbor is a kafir. You meet in the street, mostly kuffar. Now you go work in a job, kuffar. What the kuffar saying? Qala Allah, qala Rasul. He's telling you dunya, 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 dunya. The minds are thinking like that. Rest, 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 rest. Relax, relax, relax. You're told me where relax. So relax. They can have relax. Now, لا يطلب العلم براحة الجسد. Knowledge is not sought to the relaxation of the body. Just want to say, read the biographies. There's a book, I'll be distributing a book here. Please read that book on ilm, brothers. How the Salaf is to strive in knowledge. Oh, subhanallah. If you look at yourself, you feel like you think you're sitting here getting tired. You think nothing, absolutely. It's balash, you know. Subhanallah. One of the Salaf, I can't remember who, maybe I'll remind you, Jumar. Memory is written down, right? Yeah, it was Abdul Rahman ibn Hatim. Now, with his father, Abu Hatim, young boy, with the father, leave the house, come to a masjid, making muzakara of ilm on the way. After salah to the house, muzakara of ilm on the way. The father was at the toilet, reading hadith to the father, while the father is in the toilet. Father come out while he's eating. The son is reading the hadith. You see this tarbiyah? We want to rest and relax. What jeel we going to leave behind? What legacy we going to leave behind if we are so da'if? The student must be a striving, hard-working student. Man jadda wajada. If you give all yourself to knowledge, knowledge will give only a little bit of itself to you. If you give a little bit of yourself to knowledge, what do you think you will get? What do you think you're going to get out of knowledge if you give yourself a small portion to knowledge? How to hasil shay? Ask yourself, you think you're going to get anything? This is for me and you. I'm reminding myself also. Now, lucky in our behavior. Stop talking too much. Man samata najah. Who keeps quiet, will be successful. Learn how to keep quiet. Learn how to be quiet. Eat less. Some people leave their daughter and say, I picked up 5 kilos. Eat less. Share with your brother your food. Stay away from fitna. When you open your mouth, then fitna starts. Keep quiet. Don't love to be known. Huh? Our mother, Maryam alayhi salam, she wished to a person unknown, isn't it? Huh? Okay, I don't know that. Don't look for fame. Don't look to be known. Don't try and show how much you memorize. Don't try and show how good you speak Arabic in front of a person who doesn't know Arabic. You say, no, I've got 5 masalas, you learn it nicely. I'll go there, I will just have some debate with some guys. Right, now you're ready. You come here, just waiting for the break. You see, where's the group? Oh, there's it. Okay, right, let me go there. Brothers, you know about this masala, about, about this, what do I say about it? The brothers, hey, because they came here just to learn, and then I said they know something, a little bit. Then you come, that, wow, Sheikh Usman came here, said this, blah, 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 this one, and that one, and that one. You say, oh, really? Allah Mahara. Don't go ask Sheikh Farooq. Ask this one. Yeah. Ask this one. He knows. It's a fitna. Is it real or not what I'm saying? Is it real or not? Yeah, well, Arafta, yeah, we grew up also, we now reach this level. There's many things we regret. So we pass it to you. Before you start regretting. Wallahi, be very mutawadi. If you can do khidmah, you're here, 50, 60 of y'all. Clean the toilets. Go and clean the toilets in the morning. Go clean the toilets before your brother wake up and he comes and he finds a mess toilet. Be humble. Clean the bathroom. Clean the showers. Take buckets of water. Keep them for the brother. Kill your nafs. Kill your pride. Kill your takabbur. There's lots of opportunities to do that. Wash your car of your teacher, of your sheikh. Clean the yard. Pick up the papers, etc. But do it when nobody's watching you. Then it's ikhlas. You walk here, you think everyone must serve you. Huh? Malik of Dunya is here. Everyone will make khidmah for you. You know who you are. These people don't know who I am. I must tell them. Hey, how about you? How about you? You got a friend there, he's going to start speaking for you. I never say anything. He was talking about me. I was just humble. Sickness, disease. We are sick. How are we going to guide these people of innovation and designs? If we ourselves, we need guidance in our akhlaq and our suluk. If a bodybuilder is wearing a t-shirt, what that means? Going to show his muscles, isn't it? It's wabi. You don't need to ask him, why are you wearing this tight t-shirt, my brother? He's going to show his muscles. Some tulaba like that, they want to show what they learned. And they want a platform to show it. I've been studying 2 years now, I must show it to someone. Huh? Yeah, I studied Ajwibatul, I studied this, I studied that, and you know, and the memorizing was tough. You know, I got 100% for all my subjects. Marad. We must cure ourselves from those type of things. I don't see this here, but this is something also as a sickness. I want to open a group, because you know I did the Medina syllabus and Arba'ina. I want to open a group of just Salafi brothers, and I want to post things there, and I want to be the admin of the group, and I want to, you know, guide the people on Salafiyah and all of that, and let these people of Bid'ah also come in and put them in there, and I can have nakasha with them, make ghalaba of them, make them look like fools, etc. That's not a good niyyah. And who did you ask to open a group and be an admin? Did you speak to your sheikh? Did you speak to the kibar, tulab al-ilm? Did you speak to the ulama, if there are ulama around you? Who told you you can open a group? You just copy and paste. Just copy and paste in a group. Copy and paste. Why? Because it's Sheikh Sulaiman, Ruhaili, Sheikh Abdul Muhsin, our ulama, yes, of course. But do you understand what they say? Do you understand what they say? Do you understand the dalil that they're giving? It can be a weak dalil. It can be called marjuk. Irrespective of who the sheikh and the scholar is. It's possible. He can retract tomorrow, you don't even know what is retraction, and you don't know he's retracted. You would fight with someone, with another brother, because you don't know he has retracted from the code. Today a person is on a code, tomorrow is on a code, another code, another view. Like Imam Shafi, rahimahullah ta'ala. Imam Shafi was on one code now, and then he went to Misr to take knowledge from Lays ibn Sa'd, Imam Lays ibn Sa'd. He changed his views. Because he came across a hadith now that he didn't know of before. The sahih of those hadith. Now you, Mr. Copy and Paste, Mr. Kapuna, here and there, take things, throw it out there, but you don't understand the sciences that went behind that view. Okay, this hadith from the scholar that's given, you put it out there, alhamdulillah, that's good. But some Masaa'il, intricate Masaa'il, just be careful about it. Be careful about it. And mention this is the code of Quran. Some brothers post something, but they don't say it. They want people to think that that's their view. So they do not mention the marji. Who are they getting this quote from? Because hubbu shuhra, hubbu sum'ah, what's the word? Love to show off, love to be known. Love in the majalis, people point to you. Point to you. Hey, be humble. Walk into a room, nobody must know you and recognize you, and you think you just came here, you're working in this place, maybe you're a gardener. Yeah, that's it. That's the way. Now, be careful, brothers. Shaitan is there to waylay us, waiting on the path. What is the ruling for wearing a ring? There's a lot of people said about this topic, but we stop there. What is the ruling for wearing a ring on one's left hand, that's on the ring finger? What is a ring finger? After getting married. Is this imitating the kuffar? Yes, definitely the way of the Christians is. You know something, put a ring on your left hand and all that. Nabi Sallallahu had a ring. Imam Abu Hanifa had a ring. Before Imam Abu Hanifa, I said the Prophet Sallallahu, let's go to the Sahab. Umar al-Khattab had a ring. Kafa bil mawti wa'idha. Death is sufficient as a reminder. On the ring of Umar al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu. Imam Abu Hanifa had a ring. Jirmu saghir wa jurmu kabir. Its size is small, but its transgression is huge, meaning the tongue. See the size of the tongue, it's so small. But its transgressions is a lot. These are the rings we know. Nabi Sallallahu took a ring because we should write letters to the muluk. He was advised that they did not take a letter except that it's got a seal on it. So he took a khatam, a ring, Muhammad Rasulullah, what he should put on his letters. Now, so that's there. But a wedding ring on the left finger, ring finger, it's not our way. Now, man tashabba bi qawmin fahuwa minhum. Be careful of that hadith. The one who imitates the people is from them. Al-maru ala dini khalili, falyanzur ahadukum man yukhalil. A person is on the way of his, those he mixes up with. So what should you mix up with? Mix up with the righteous. Kunu ma sadiqeen. Be with the truthful and the righteous ones. Not with the criminals. People of bad character. Now, this one can't be from a Salafi. Is it allowed to listen to nasheed? Okay, maybe he's a Salafi now, and you wrote the question was. Salafi don't ask this question. You all know, isn't it? Nasheed is from the Sufis. Now, unless you're looking for me to say, give a stamp of approval. No, you know, the ulama have spoken. Salafis know this mas'ala. You're not allowed to listen to a nasheed. Amaman. And all those things, jihad, nasheed, mostly jihad. From Ikhwanul Muslimin. You know that? Junoodul Fida. We passed through those stages also. We're there. The voice is gone a bit now. But we could do a kind of performance. But, La yajuz hada. Abadan. It is from the Sufiyyah, from the Manhajiyyah. Now, it works the heart of the Shabab. It stirs them up. They now left music. They've got this. Every time in the car they're driving, they're listening to An-Nasheed. Headphones, An-Nasheed. Then somebody comes and says, jihad. He says, labbaik, where? And he goes, Daesh, Al-Qaeda, Jabhatul Nusra, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah. He comes from the Khawarij. The Shabab are prone to this. The nasheed is an avenue of shaitan to inspire your heart to inhiraf, deviation, in the field of jihad, in your suluk, in your akhlaq. Instead of reading Quran, you're stuck in nasheed. Read the Quran. That is guidance. Hudan linnas. Wa bayyinatin min al-huda wal-furqan. That's Al-Quran. Kalamullah. غير مخلوق. ولا تطف أن تقول غير مخلوق. The speech of Allah, uncreated speech of Allah, the Quran. Subhanallah, if you know the benefit that's in the Quran, the ulama keep on speaking. Sheikh Sulaiman al-Ruhaili has some talks about the Quran and how we should, act with the Quran and view the Quran, our relationship with the Quran. If you memorize the Quran, read 5 juz every day to be a strong hafiz of Quran. And read side by side, tafsir al-muyassar. With the Quran, you have to understand what you're reading. So if you know Arabiya, take the tafsir al-muyassar, you can finish quick. If you take Ibn Kathir or keep there, you'll spend your whole life reading, because it's not a book, it's not a tafsir that is easy for a talib al-ilm on this mustawa to read. Al-muyassar, then you build up. Always when you start with the mukhtasarat. This is the advice of the ulama. Before then to the mutawassit, then to the mutawwalat. This is gradual progression. Don't jump to big books. I heard Sheikh Farooq saying Ibn Kathir, I must go to the bookshop, I must look for Ibn Kathir. Take it, brother, you collect dust on your shelf. Because when you open the first couple of pages, it's going to make you ajiz. Unless you're on a mustawa. Read Tafsir Imam al-Baghawi. Recommend the Tafsir by Shaykh Islam al-Taymiyyah. Read Tafsir Muyassar, which is relevant to our time. Tafsir ibn Sa'di, which is relevant also. Now, Mu'asir, contemporary. And you build yourself like that with the Quran. Have this relationship with the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send you kalamullah. You have to spend time to read other books of men and neglect kalamullah, la yambaghi. And go to An-Nasheed. You spend 3 hours to listen to An-Nasheed. You lost 3 hours. You could have been in touch with the Quran. Is it allowed for a Salafi brother to marry a Salafi woman? Sorry, Sufi woman. Salafi woman, la shakka. A brother from Algeria contacted me. He said, "Ya Sheikh, I married a woman and I had to give a divorce. I want you to look for me for some pious, righteous lady." I said, "Marry a Salafi." He said, "She was Salafi Manhajiyyah and she was a person of ilm, she knew this, that." I said, "Then what happened?" He said, she's she lost touch with reality. She doesn't make herself beautiful, she doesn't look nice, doesn't perfume herself, doesn't look smart. That's the other thing. You marry a woman, a Salafi woman, but she doesn't know these aspects. She wake up looking like a 10, she goes sleep like looking like a 10. No, what I mean is that you don't take care of yourself. You also the man, you're at fault. You don't take care of yourself, you're Salafi. You come from work, you're sweaty and all that, you say, "Hey talak." You must go and bath, perfume yourself, look smart, comb your beard. Set the environment with your spouse, treat her well, talk nice things. Then say, "Hey talak." These things, the Shabbat, they neglect. That's why we get them come here, "I want khula, I want talak, I want this." You just got married 2 months ago, brother. What is this? Khula and talak. Musibah. I'm talking about this because of the experience over the years. The youth come, just got married now and just want talak. Why you rush for talak? Why you, sister, you rush for khul'ah? Don't you know there's a settling period? Because you just married this man, you got to understand each other. That's going to take some time. Now, before you get to know each other's likes and dislikes. When you propose, everything like rosy. You build this thing in your mind that you're going to be living like you got a routine for yourself. No, you got to be patient. You got to understand how to treat her. If you have no elder people teaching you this, then you can make an appointment, come by me, sit down, and I will give you a whole. This is going to take maybe 2 days. Now, to explain to you how to treat your wife. Now, and how to be with your wife. Because most brothers don't know. Now, some people don't even brush their teeth, they will come by the wife, "Hey talak." You just ate some garlic and all that, "What, hey talak now? Go and clean yourself up. Brush your teeth. Smell nice." Now, we learn this from the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Siwak. Now, so there's a lot of things to speak about that. A Sufi woman, why do you want to marry a Sufi woman, ya akhi? You're not allowed to marry this woman who is Sufiya. First, if the Sufiya is Shirkiya, you marry a Kafira. You only marry Ahlul Kitab. You got the Sufiya woman, she's going around the graves. She's asking the dead, are you going to marry her? People like that, you can't pray Salah behind them. How are you going to marry them? The Salaf have warned about this. You don't marry from the people of Al-Bidah wal-Ahwa. Ahlul Bidah wal-Ahwa, you don't marry from them, you don't marry to them. Don't marry your children to these people. That's the advice of the Salaf. Do you all know Abdurrahman ibn Muljim? Abdurrahman ibn Muljim. Naam. Who did he marry? Or who was he? Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu sent him to Masr to go and teach people Quran. Amr ibn As was the governor. So he sent a Qari. When he came back, he married who? A lady from the Khawarij. I think he rectified her, you know. And then what happened? He pulled his sword, he killed Ali ibn Abi Talib. Abdurrahman ibn Muljim married a lady from the Khawarij. You Salafi go marry a lady from the Sufi, tomorrow we'll see making Allah, 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 Allah. Woo, woo, woo. Man asar al-shadid. Be careful. The heart is weak. The Salaf used to put their fingers in the ear, not even listen to Quran from the people of deviation. This woman of a Sufi, what do you think she'll be telling you every day? Let's go Mazar, let's go Mazar. Dad is going Mazar, mother is going Mazar, please let's go Mazar. Only one time. And she just talk to you nicely, sweetly, and your head is going to spin. You say, okay, one time, I'll sit in the car. You go. The next time, okay, I'll just walk around. Then the shade is there by the shrine. I'll just sit by the shade. Next thing you are there, you also sit down. Can you see what's going to happen to your life? Then come your children. The children growing up, mashallah. If you are strong enough, you kept your salafiyah. And then when you die, something happens, accident, then your child, your only son, or your children, is left with the mother. What the mother does when you die, she goes to the father and the mother's house, and your children grow up in that environment and get a whole bunch of Sufis. Huh? So your children, your nasl, your lineage is cut off. It's all on Sufiyah. So don't marry a Sufi. That's the advice of the Salaf as-Salih. Don't marry from them. Don't marry to them. Now, you've come across marriages where the man say, I will fix her up. Or what the lady said, I will sort him out. He's inclining. He's inclining to Salafiyah. But he's not a Salafi yet. But Dad, let me marry him because he's inclining to Salafiyah. Okay, that inclination goes after he got you. Appa, he's got you now. Do you see an inclination? No, no inclination. You as a woman, firstly, it's very unlikely you're going to change him. Because generally these people are set in their ways. Now, this question I really don't understand it properly. Maybe somebody can help me. Is it permissible to pray behind the two Imams? Is it permissible to pray behind two Imams leading Salah at the same time? Oh, got that right. I have not seen this in my life. Where there's two Imams leading Salah. Okay, if it happens, only pray behind the first Imam, meaning the one who's firstly the Imam al-Ratib in the masjid is mustahid that you pray behind him. But if you see something like this, take a stick and hit the second Imam and change him out of the masjid. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, if you already have a Khalifa and a second one come, take the neck off the second one. So that is Imamatul Kubra. So yeah, Imamatul Sughra, can we allow that? No. So don't take his neck out, but whoop him. Till he said like Sabir said to Umar Khattab, "Qad zahaba anni ma kana fi, qad zahaba anni ma kana fiya." I have never seen. Have you all seen something like this? Anyone saw something like this? Two imams, one masjid. This is Ajib. I never heard of this in the time of this. None. Oh. Okay, maybe as our Sheikh says, Sheikh Ali, that maybe a person means that the Jama'ah is finished and then there's some latecomers who come. And then amongst them they appoint an Imam. Now, to read Salah behind him. Now, the ulama have ikhtilaf in this matter. Now, some will say you pray only behind the Imam al-Ratib, who is the Imam, the official Imam of the masjid. If you come late, you pray on your own. Right? I will say, no, we are encouraged to Jama'ah. And then there's a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, مَنْ يَتَصَدَّقْ عَلَى هَذَا, for those who came late and asked who, a person came late and asked who will give sadaqah with this person, by making a Jama'ah. So you praying with him is a Jama'ah, so his rewards are increased. That's your sadaqah for him. Now, so depends on the environment you are in. If it happens like that, it's okay with the people of the area, pray. If it is not, then pray on your own. Now, clear? No. Don't fight over these matters. Now, fight for Aqidah and Tawheed. You know what the Sheikh said here? Al-Masaa'il al-Ikhtilafiyya tasubu fiha al-khilaf. Remember that always. There are certain Masaa'il of Ijtihad where differences are allowed. You make Ba'as, you see you make Tarjih for this. There's not only Tarjih or Raji or Marjo, you must look at the Bi'ah that you are in. Understand? Now, because al-Ikhtilaf, shart. From the hadith of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala that we understood and we mentioned in the course of this dars. If someone is new in Islam and is not well understanding Arabic, so is the person allowed to use the language he understands to perform salah, meanwhile he is in a process of learning Arabic? Is salah will be accepted? Yeah, inshallah salah will be accepted. Now, he can just say Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, in all the postures, Takbiratul Ihram, Allahu Akbar, throws the dunya behind his back, focus on the salah, that's all he knows. Now, Subhana Rabbiyal, Allahu Akbar, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, all these things you can learn quickly, 5 minutes. So, with tadarruj, he's being taught, step by step, but he must pray the salah. Understand? You must pray the salah. The time of Sahaba, they didn't memorize anything of the Quran. So you think how they started? They were taught and trained. Whatever they knew, they implemented. So the implementation is according to your ilm. There has to be ilmic, according to your knowledge. The more knowledge you attain, you pray. Some people accept Islam, then they'll tell you, you must circumcise, you must cut your pants, must be above your ankle. But they don't teach you salah. They say, just come stand here next to you, just see how we do. You do how we do. It's wrong. But that's happened to the Ahlul Bidah wal Ahwa. We Salafiyun, when a person has got Shahada, he comes into Islam, immediately we teach him wudu. Like the wudu of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Salah, like the Salah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Make tarkeez on that. We emphasize on that. And we teach and train the new Muslim brother like that. Okay? Most important thing is La ilaha illallah tuflihu.
Can he speak his language in Salah?
No, can't speak his language in Salah. He must speak the Arabic in Salah, the Sunnah in Salah. Because all these things that I've said now, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, is a Sunnah. Is the thing that you say in that posture of Salah. So that is easy to teach. So implement that and be quiet. Now, you cannot speak things that are, oh, this is my speak about dunya. Hey, kung ambil pun ni motor. Then salah. Tuktilu salah. So always sunnah things. Teach him that. Praise that. Itu ni soalnya. Yeah. He asked for dunya thing while in salah because he doesn't know. He's thinking that now this is prayer. You can ask. Like how I say, oh Father, what in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Give us this, give us that, give us our daily bread, give us our inyama, no potato, jam, and all of those things. And then you, yeah, stick. التأسي بهدي النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Teach that now, and be easy with the brothers. Don't, first day you must now memorize Surah Fatiha and all surah and all of that, and you make it heavy for him. Let me tell you what happened one day when I was in the Markaz. In Ramadan, a person came and accepted Islam by us. Not the Tulabul Ilm, young Shabab, Harisin, they are very eager. Hey, everyone wants to, because they know now, you get reward and all of that. They call the guy, come here, you must read like this, pray like this, do like this. And after, and the food, he saw the food is nice. So he started eating. You know, Ramadan, iftar is nice food day. So he brought out every day is like this. Yes, in Ramadan, every day is like that. Then they tell him after Isha, Ungaham, Setandas, 20 rakats. The guy said, go. It was gone. Gone. This is Haqiqatan. We've seen in 30 years of dawah, ajaib. Because of why? Adam Muttafaqih. You don't understand the marahil of ta'aleem, the marahil of when a new Muslim comes, what you start with. Al-ahammu shay, which you start with. Tawheed, ya. Now, kunu mubashirin wa la takunu munaffirin. Be people that invite. Surely you remember that, sir? In the Markaz days, now, he ran away. So who's Masaa'il? You put a big rock, a person comes first day, yeah, you never go in the gym and nothing, give him a big rock. Carry from here to there to Pretoria. Halfway, you think the rock will reach there. You throw that rock halfway. Right? Another don't take that salary. This is too heavy for me. You understand, brother? This question I really don't understand. Whoever you wrote this, I really don't. I keep checking out the website. That's the thing, you pass a lot of type of Arabic. اشرح هذه الرسالة يا شيخ. ماذا قصد هناك؟ ها؟ حاول. أنا ما فهمت.
واصل كما أحاول.
أيوة.
تواصل أنت كما أحاول.
حاول أنت.
أقول ممكن تواصل.
أيوة.
بما الأسئلة معك.
لا واصل ما في انتهى هذا آخر شيء.
الله المستعان.
إذا غلبتك يعني حولها إلى غيرك. لا يضر. قد غلبتني.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
أحسن الله عليكم.
وإياكم بالله.
أخو عنده مرض العلاج مزمن مزمن.
هذا هو إشكال هو هنا. أول باب يعني أفهم. إيش هذا مدمن الخمر وإيش هذا؟ أوكي أنا كذلك. anyone كيف حسين شيخ لوطة صغير. لوطة صغير. كما كان في مالك الصغير. كما هو مالك الصغير؟ عالي ليس شخص أخير، عالي من أفريقيا. نعم. كان يسمى، كان يلقب المالك الصغير.
يقال عنده مرض.
هذا هو. ليش هذا؟ شيخ إسحاق. Chronic disease. المزمن. مزمن. من زمان مزمن. اوكي، اول مرة اسمع هذا. عندي مزمن بالنسبة للفهم هذا. لا. مزمن. هذا كرونيك. ايوه. اوكي. ما شاء الله، تعلمت شيء. نعم، بارك الله فيكم. الذي كتب هذا نعم توجر ان شاء الله. تعلمنا شيء جديد منكم. Somebody has a chronic disease, he's sick, his chronic illness, he intends to get married. نعم. هل يذكر هذا المرض? Must he explain this chronic illness he has in the khitbah when he's proposing the lady? أو يتأخر نعم أي عن ذكرها إلا بعد النكاح. أوكي، إذا فعل ذلك أليس من الخيانة؟ أليس هذا من الخيانة؟ That's what he said. Alright. جماعة, if you have a chronic illness, and that chronic illness is going to impact on somebody else, when you go for the proposal, inform the person that I have this kind of chronic illness. A chronic illness can be a knee pain that is continuous, mustamirra. That don't affect anything, but still inform them. It is from a man. The Prophet ﷺ said, La darara wa la dirar. It's not permissible to cause harm to yourself, neither to others. But you've got this chronic illness, and now you do not explain, and after marriage, she finds that you've got this problem and it affects their marital life, then it is a haq to separate from it. Khul'a. Now, it's a haq. Because just like how you want somebody who is intact, she also wants somebody who is intact in all aspects. Now, you're not marrying a nurse who will nurse you. You're marrying a wife. And there must be mawadda. When you look at her, she must please you. When she looks at you, you must please her. Right? So yes, it can be khiyana. And it is. Especially if it's going to affect the marital life. Now, especially some things, it's from the haqq of the woman that she must get from you, and if you can't, then you must sort yourself out first, then go propose. Don't go propose there while you are naqis. Naqisatul aql or naqisatul jism. Or muzmin. Marud al-muzmin. Barakallahu fikum. Wallahu ta'ala alam wa rad ilayhi aslam. Who's coming? Take some in. Check what you can. I can carry on, okay. Can I carry on? Check somebody is supposed to come, but you won't make it. I think it's going to be shifted. I must go. Must carry on. Okay. Let's see. Most of us say carry on because I don't want to tire your mind. I can go until Fajr. Or you tell me stop, I stop. It must still be nasheed. The Prophet ﷺ used to give dars to the Sahaba or Sahabiyat once a week. And to Sahaba also, not frequent. Makhafatan ayamal. That they'll get bored. I don't want to bore you. I need that mind that's active. So if you say carry on, I carry on. If you say stop, I stop. Maybe you're tired of my voice, because sometimes I go high pitch, sometimes it can harm your sight. Huh? No, don't give me a fikra. You look after the baby. I asked this, you can sit by me for hours, I know, but these brothers, I don't know. You can manage, you can't manage. What you say? Sheikh, ايش تقول؟ تستمر؟ عبد اللطيف. لك رأي؟ لا تقول شيء. شيخ علي, what do you say? Kubera Pambi. I do me pass. Let's continue. Now, come. Got a question. Subhanallah. What's he got money? Got 50 rand. Huh? 50 rand somebody. Muhammad Arishman, businessman, 50 rand. I'll give you back, don't worry. Time to take out money is very hard, eh? Come here, bring a 50 rand. Change. Huh? Somebody, what one said? He must give the young boy money. A mic. Give the young boy a mic. Who's got 250s? Because I asked for 250. Masaa'il. What's wrong? You've got no money. Huh? MashaAllah, they threw the dunya outside. That's excellent. Allahu Akbar. This is for asking a question. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Come here. Come up. Stand here where the camera can see you. See this camera? It must see you. How old are you?
9 years old.
9 years old. Barakallahu fi. What's your name? Anwar ibn Man. Son of who?
Ahmad.
Son of Ahmad. Anwar, son of Ahmad. What a beautiful name you have, and your father. Ask your question before you ask Muhammad. Now, speak louder because the whole world is listening to you. Now.
My question is about ghulu.
About ghulu. His question is about ghulu. Right? Ask about ghulu. Where he stay? Okay, stays Joe. Carry on. Ask. Oh, you're just asking about ghulu. Oh, you want to know what is ghulu? Oh, and you stay in Joburg. Oh, mashallah. Okay, I misunderstood. Mashallah. Jazakallah khair. That's all? Would you like to go now? Would you like to take a 50 rand? No? Why not? He doesn't want a 50 rand and he's 9 years old. You know, if these brothers here, if I give one of them a 50 rand, they will push each other to each other. Yeah. Why don't you want a 50 rand? Please tell us. I need to know this. Why don't you want the 50 rand? Look at this money. 50 rand. Why don't you want the 50 rand? Explain them so they can understand. Now, please help us.
I do not like money.
He doesn't like money. Tell your father that when you come 15, he must send you to the madrasa of Sheikh Farooq. Because I don't have a single student who doesn't like money. All my students like money. Now, alright, you don't like money? Take this 50 rand, give it to your mommy and tell her to buy you that which can benefit you. Okay, you understand? Take it now. You don't like money. Where you get people like this? This is subhanallah. Don't like money, 9 years old. What a beautiful question. From a man who does not like money. 9 years old. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make him like Imam al-Bukhari. Hafidul Hadith. Hafidul Quran. Who will protect our deen. Now, and make da'wah and call and invite to the Quran and Sunnah. Ahsanta ya walad. The father Ahmad should be proud, whoever he is, of such a son. Now, Hulu, now, from Ghala Yaghlu means to surpass the bounds. Now, in our deen, it means to exceed the parameters set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran and in Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Sunnah with regards to the practice of our deen. Nahnu ummatan wasata, la ifrata wa la tafriq. We are a middle nation, a moderate nation. No excessiveness, no laxity. We in the middle. Now, so ghulu is when you exceed the bounds. Now, and when you have this laxity, you don't stick within the parameters of the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, in a nutshell, you heard my dear brother, where is he? Anwar, you understand? When you go beyond the bounds in the deen, Salat, I'll give you an example, you can understand. How many rakats for Salatul Fajr? 2. And if I pray 3, it's okay? It's not okay. That one is exceeding the bounds. You understand? If I pray 1 rakat, is it okay? Now I'm relaxed. You see? I'm still exceeding the bounds. Transgressing. Going against the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand? Barakallahu fi. No ghulu. We keep on the sunnah. In all the matters of our deen, that is a moderate nation. Okay? It's called Ummatun Wasata. Excellent. Barakallahu fi. There's another question here. Wallahu ta'ala alam. A sister was proposed. When you open the door of nikah, you are going to get a flood of questions connected to them. A sister was proposed and she asked for the nikah to be secret. Is this valid? The Prophet ﷺ taught us one thing. Now, and that is i'lanul nikah. You announce the nikah. Because it's not just only about the nikah. There's many hukuk connected to nikah. And nafaka, spending on a wife. Because you say, yes, I will do that. She would say, oh, very good. You hide the nikah, it's a secret. Then you decide one day she's bad character and she's not listening to me. I won't go to see her. I don't pay for anything for her. Can she go to the Qadi and say I was married? Because nobody knows she's married. So the haq will be gone. So you get children. Now you die. Miras, inheritance. When you die, everything goes in your tariqah, your estate. So if the nikah was secret, that child of yours, your mother and father know you single. So what they will do? They will take your wealth, distribute it according to the Sharia, which will deprive your spouse because it was a secret nikah. 2, 3. Somewhere you go there on holiday, somebody sees you with a lady. Make it zina. He's like this, Sul Adab. No Adala, Adala is gone. Now, will somebody say to whom? They don't know it's your wife. Did not Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when there was Safiya, and some Sahaba were going past, he said, come here. This is my wife. Ummukum, Safiya. So what that means? Secret nikah? Is all? No, brother. Secret nikah is not our way. I'lan bin nikah. They will keep it secret for 2 days, 3 days, or whatever. You know, muakkatan, something like that for a sabab shar'i. Listen carefully. A sabab shar'i, not according to your desires. Now maybe it's a second wife, and you want to go home, you married in Johannesburg or Cape Town. You want to come now spend your honeymoon nicely with rahatul bal. And you know, if you come and straight to tell your first wife will announce everywhere, then when you come home, they're going to give you nice masala and spices, and thunder is in your ears, you won't be able to relax. So for that time, 7 days, relax. If you married a bikr, Allah say it, you enjoy yourself. But when you come back, saying, you see, this is my wife. People must know that's your wife. It's not a spare tire. Is that? It's a wife. She's got an Israel. So if she says that, tell her Masaa'il. Maybe she has other intentions. Maybe she still wants to move around and say she's single. Maybe she's going to university. They want to think she's single. So there must be a reason why she wants to not announce. Why make it a secret? I have my shock in this type of ladies who want to keep their nikah quiet unless there's a Shari reason for that. Yes, coming. Can I marry a Joe Bundy? Why did Imam tell? Oh, okay. Hey, nanti awak nikah, alhamdulillah. Iswala, ina 4 rakaat. Ngayon isa. Ngayon isa anja. Uma, ichandaza 5 rakaat. Oh, okay. Yazwala, tulungan. I don't do Chinese language. Exactly. No coffee this time. Coffee is empty here. أحسن الله إليك وإليك كذلك. What is the best way to teach our families? What is the best way to teach our families? Listen, not what is the best thing to teach our families, what is the best way to teach our families? Where are you going to get coffee from, Yaki? You're a visitor. Oh, you got us. Oh, okay. All right, make up now. I know he's a visitor. He's got no access to coffee. Maybe he brings coffee he's supposed to have. Now, birifqi wal-lin, with kindness and softness. We're talking about methodology. When you say way, we're talking about methodology. We're not talking about content or do something like that. So, kindness, Rifqa said, wal-lin, being kind, being soft, being an example. This is where many people fail. Sheikh Sulaiman al-Ruhaili in his book Al-Ilm, Samaruhu wa Nur Nur. It means an impact that is a. I'm sure I was married. Okay. Okay. Nothing about marriage, alhamdulillah. You don't offend. Sometimes sisters get offended, they get very upset. You all are okay, I'll get upset, no problem. You know, just forgive us. Some aunties don't forgive. We don't have to chase anyone, you see. Okay. Rifq wal-lin, being kind, being soft, teach your family like that. Be an example. Now, be an example. If you want to teach, before you teach, you must learn. Now, Imam Bukhari, Bab, Al-Ilmu, Qabla al-Qawl, Wal-Amal. So, ilm, you must start. Before you say anything about the deen, study, have the knowledge, now, and practice. Then you teach. Now, Sheikh Abdul Al-Adani, Hafidhullah Ta'ala, was asked by a talib once, Sheikh, how do you know that you're ready for dawah? He said, the fact that you're asking a question means you're not ready. You understand? Sheikh, very perceptive. Now, because if you have studied and you would know how to give dawah, but that's just something inside. Sometimes, as Sheikh Sulaiman al-Ruhaili was saying, a talibul ilm, with his friend, he's so nice and so calm and so welcoming, but with his family, when he enters the door, Assalamu alaikum, where's my food, start flinging plates and all of that. He's not calm. He's not kind. He's like a lion when he enters his house. Now, so that type of attitude must immediately not be implemented. You have to be kind, and you have to be an example, and you must make tasjid. Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmati hikmah. Wal mawjatil hasana, beautiful preaching, exhortation, invitation. That's how you do it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us directives. And the Sahaba, they said about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was the best of teachers. Now, he was patient. He would repeat something 3 times, so that the Sami or the Mustami can listen to it and understand it. So that's how you teach your family. If you ask about what should I start with, start where the Prophet ﷺ started his dawah, with his tawheed. Teach your family tawheed. For the South Africans, there's a beautiful book which I translated, the Aqidah, book 1, book 2, book 3. I always hand out that book to the young man who's married to teach his family all of these 3 books. These books are for the Muqtadi'een, for those people who are beginners, primary level. Number 1. Number 2, those books were translated for the Lajnatu Dawa fi Ifriqiya. Right? The book translated, meant for them, printed for them. It's got most of the Masaa'il of Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Wahab in it, number 1. Number 2, it's got matters of Aqidah, of first Tawheed, Aqidah, and it's got matters of Manhaj. The Nawaqidul Islam is there, what is Kufr explained beautifully, what is Shirk, etc. And matters of Manhaj, of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, what is Bid'ah, all of that in those 3 books. And they are thin books. Now, so if a person finishes that with his family, explains it properly, it's translated into English, we've done the translation, Walillahi alhamdu wal minna, then you have now given your family a good foundation to build upon. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum said, first we learned what? Iman. Then we learned Quran. And then it increased us in Iman. You see, that's the manhaj. What we do in South African environment, hey, send my son to Hifz. He must memorize Quran. Memorizing Quran is good. When he gets to Hifz class there, generally the teacher has got a what? Stick. Right? And then memorize, come. He starts whacking him. Whacking him. Then what develops in that child? Karaha. For anything of deen. Just like. Because his teacher in the school is not hitting him. The teacher says, come my boy, you want a sweet, you look so handsome. It's a kafir. Oh kafira. Treating your child like that. And the sheikh, daraba yadribu, fawa daribun, boom boom. Huh? I saw a teacher pull a boy by his hair. Grab him by his hair. Pull him across the desk. Bah! Bah! Every day, that's the treatment. You're teaching Quran and you're showing this type of akhlaq. Do you think that deen is going to settle in the heart? Iman is going to settle in the heart? No. He may memorize the whole Quran, and then the first time he becomes baligh, he will want to chop the father for sending him to that Mawlana. So to chop that Mawlana, he will not make salams to that Sheikh, Mawlana, whatever they call him. Because this is the man that is to beat me. Let me get a little bit more muscles, eat my steroids, and I'm going to fix him up. So there's enmity. Enmity. Because the usloob was not right. Don't send your children to the people of Bid'ah to memorize Quran or to learn deen. At all. Teach yourself what you know. And send it to Sahibul Taqwa. If you read the biography of the ulama, you will see that they learned Quran and Iman and deen all from people who were, people of Tawheed, people who loved Allah, people of good akhlaq. So you must check out the teacher that you're going to get your family to study under. Now, you must have these qualities. Al-akhlaq wa suluk. First thing, aqidah, manhaj, Allah barik fiqh, jazakallahu khair. Okay, understood, brothers? So that's the best way you can do it. التأسي برسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في كل أمورنا. taking the Prophet ﷺ as a role model in all of our affairs. Now, teaching, learning, practicing, everything. The Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now, there were a lot of ulama that are great, ulama that are, they were imams, ai-imma. I advise you all, and I use this for myself. Before I go to them, I first check Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because wala yantiqu wala yantiqu anil hawa in huwa illa wahyun yuha. Sah? Wama yantiqu anil hawa in huwa illa wahyun yuha. The Prophet ﷺ does not speak of his own desire. Whatever he speaks is revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that is something that is naqi, pure from the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Apply that first. Go there first. That's your first port of call. Instead of going to Sheikh Fulan or Sheikh Fulan or Sheikh Fulan, you start there. And if Sheikh Fulan is guiding you to there, then that's the Sheikh you hold on to, who is guiding you to there. Now, Sheikh, why did Imam Darqutni kiss the man that led his student to seeking ilm from his books and caused him misguidance? Well, now, this is a sad part in our history of ilm and academics and suluk. It's a sad part. It's a mistake on the part of Imam Darqutni in the sense that he never gave thought, right? Because the one he kissed was Imam al-Baqillani from the Ra'isul Ash'ariyah. So when he kissed him, his student who was there, Abu Dhar al-Harawi, he saw this action of his Imam. Because the one reason is Imam al-Baqillani used to make rad against the Mu'tazila. Right? So when Imam Darqutni saw him and the Mu'tazila were the enemies of the day and of the time against the Ahlul of all the Tawaif, Ahlul Sunnah, in Ahlul Sunnah, Ahlul Hadith, more specifically. So he saw a man who refused the Ash'ariyah, Mu'tazila. So he kissed him. And his student is next to him. Now, so he gave him some kind of ta'zim on his rad against the Mu'tazila, whose in Hira was shadid. Their deviancy was very, very extreme. Right? Khasatan in the Asma wa Sifat. So he did this action. And when he did this, his student asked him, who is this person that you showed so much of respect to? He said, it's Imam al-Baqillani. Al-Baqillani. Who refused to, and he explained. So what the student was interested in doing is to reading the books of Al-Baqillani. And he started to read the books. He got affected by these books. And then he started to read, and then eventually the fikrah of the Ash'ariyah or the Ash'ari creed took hold in his heart. And he was, Abu Dhar al-Harawi, was a narrator of hadith, and of the hadith Sahih Bukhari. So people used to come in the Maghrib to take hadith from him because he was at the Haram of Makkah. And then he used to now inject them with the afkar and the creed of the Ash'ariyah. The creed of the Ash'ariyah was never in the Maghrib. So when they returned to the Maghrib, that's how this Ash'ari madhab transferred to Africa. Now, so let's say he made ijtihad and he was wrong in that and it affected others. This shows you one thing. Never show respect to the Ahlul Bidah wal Ahwa. A big tablighi comes, big turban, dressed up in Sunnah. He says, hey, Abdullah, I last saw you when you was 3 years. Come here. Here's a sweet. Now you're 25. I know your father. Run away. Run away. And you're Imam of our Salafi Masjid, example. And you go and meet him. And he hugs you. And he grabs you. And he swings you around. Everyone's watching this. And what's going to happen? So watch your actions. Watch your actions. The people of bid'ah, desires, in all their forms, do not show them respect. Do not now associate with them. When they speak, block your ears. Don't go to their khutab where they are translating fairy tales, speaking fairy tales, and all of that. Avoid them. Firru minhum kafirarika min al-asad. Run away from them how you run from a lion. Now, we got the example of what happened here. Al-maru ala dini khalil. وَلْيَنْظُرْ أَحَدُكُمْ مَنْ يُخَالِلُ. The person is on the deen of his friend or associate. So you should watch who you associate with. Stay away from those people of inhiraf. Now, only stick with people of sunnah. People of sunnah. Now, and it'll be a sad thing when somebody sees the people of innovation showing them respect, and then they don't understand your being with them. So what happens? They also treat them like they are okay. And because of you, many people go astray. So you must make your stance clear. As-Salafi wadih fi nafasihi. He's clear in his ins and comings and goings. A Salafi is 100% clear. Now, sometimes persons say, no, I want to be with these people and I will teach them and I'll be with them, I'll mix up with them, I'll join them and walk with them and make braai with them, and so I can win them over. This is what I said. Mix with them, have braai with them, eat with them, drink with them, move with them. When they go for holidays, I go with them. There's no musahaba, mujalasa. Having this friendship with them. No. Yes, you can go to them, give them lecture, talk about Tawheed, warn against shirk, tell them the usul, principle of Ahl-Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Yes, that is fine, no problem. But to want to win them, you want this money, you want this, you want that, or you think many people got drowned with them, thinking that they will do that. Now, so you must be al-hazar, be very careful with them. Now, you make 5 rakats of salah, now, and you realize that you make 5 rakats of salah, now, you make extra sajda, what's it called? Sajda to sahw, and this bangs the shaitan. Now, so the shaitan distracts you, and according to hadith, he wants you to get involved in ghafla in your salah, so you make a sajda to sahw, and that sorts your problem out. Now, my question is why? Why we often praise the 4 imams highly more than the ones that came before, to extent that people worship them. We. How many times I said Bukhari and how many times I said Abu Hanifa? How many times I said Sufyan al-Thawri? So okay, when you say we, maybe you mean like in a general environment. Let me take it like that. Okay? Yes, brother, there are people that do that. And it's a very nice question. These are the muqallidun. The ones who do that are the muta'assibun, muqallidun, fanatical to their madhab. Take note. Those who are blind followers, those who are fanatical to their imams, fanatical to the point, as you say, worship correct. Like, if a person is on journey, a Shari'i journey, safar, what is known as safar in the Sharia, and you tell him, you can make jam, join between Dhuhr and Asr, shorten the prayer, because it is the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ. He will tell you, I'm a Hanafi, I follow Imam Abu Hanifa, I don't do that. You tell him, this is a sunnah, the ahadith are authentic with regards to this matter, could you please apply? He said, no. And he sits one corner. I had a case, I was making salah, I was in Safar. A person came and joined me, now, and then he fled from me. Now he joined me, then he fled. Because I made jump, because I made muss on the socks. You see? Then you see them become uncomfortable. Till the shaitan says, run away. Goes. Another way of chasing shaitan. Now. So they are very fanatical to the statements of their imam. If you take the Hanafi madhab, Imam Abu Hanifa never wrote a book. Even the book which they attribute to him, Al-Fiqh Al-Akbar, they say this is the book of Imam Abu Hanifa. It is disputed amongst the Hanafis themselves. Al-Fiqh Al-Akbar, they say, no, it was not from him, it was from his son, Hamad. Now, so, where's the books of Imam Abu Hanifa? He hasn't written a book. So where do the Hanafis get their fiqh? From books that came much, much later. The main book is Al-Hidayah, right? The mainline books, if you're doing the Alim, so-called Alim course. And that book has been written, how many years? 600 years, 700 years? After Imam Abu Hanifa, number one. Number two, there's no chain of transmission to these books of fiqh. Books have been written by scholars that came much later. The Mukhtasar of that Al-Quduri, 100 years, 100 or so years after the Imam. No sanad. But they treat these books as though they descended from the skies. It's wahi. Now, and their fiqh is based on principles and qawaid, which is from the madhab. And rulings of the madhab, qawaid are based on those rulings. They make principles out of rulings. Now this is ta'assub. This is fanaticism. They call the Imam Imamul A'zam. I can talk about Hanafi madhab because I studied the madhab. I studied under the Mashaykh of the Hanafi madhab in my early days of study. So, Imamul A'zam. Imamul A'zam is only one Imamul A'zam we know. Who's that? Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ وَإِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. He doesn't speak of his own desires. The Prophet, he's our Imam. As for the rest, the four Imams and others, they are our scholars of the deen. That's how we should be looking at it. But sad to say, today, for the most part, people kind of worship these Imams. They don't say, I'm worshipping Imam Hanifa. No, they don't do that. But the way they treat him, when it comes to tashri', the legislating in the deen, they give him that haqqut tashri'. How do you know they do this? It's because if you neglect authentic hadith and act upon a call of the Imam in opposition to the authentic hadith, then you have given the Imam the power of legislating. You see? That's how dangerous it is. So, we call upon all of the muqallidun to leave your taqlid and to follow the Kitab wa Sunnah on the understanding of the Sahaba. We can all agree on that. Now, and you can't follow the deen there. Imam Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala was asked, and this is in Hadith Sari, in the Muqaddimatu Fath al-Bari of Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, when Muhammad ibn Hatim, the warraq of Imam al-Bukhari, the scribe of Imam al-Bukhari, was asked, he asked Imam Bukhari, he should make musahab of Imam Bukhari, he should write on the hadith of Imam al-Bukhari. He was a scribe, employed by Imam al-Bukhari, about the deen. Now, he said, Imam Bukhari's response was, you can find everything in the Quran and Sunnah. He asked him, هل يمكن معرفة ذلك? Is it possible to know that? All the issues of the deen from the Quran and the Sunnah? He said, yes. Who said that? Jabalul Ilm, the mountain of knowledge. Muhammad ibn Ismail, Abu Abdullah. So that's our starting point should be, because that connects us to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Sahihain connect us to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam mubasharatan. We had other great Imams, like Imam Sufyan al-Thawri, who was also from Kufa. In the time of Imam Abu Hanifa, he's mentioned as an Imam, a Faqih, a Muhaddis. Imam Hanifa was not a Muhaddis. He was not. He's not ever described as a Muhaddis. Yes, he was from Ashabul Rai, person of fiqh. Now that was his miza, his outstanding features. So our focus should be on Ahlul Hadith. Now, and we respect all the Imams. And Imam Sufyan al-Thawri, when did he die? 161 after the Hijrah. And Imam Abu Hanifa, 150 after the Hijrah. So 11 years after the death of Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Sufyan al-Thawri passed away. Rahimahumullah, our Imams. He was also an Imam. But people have restricted it to these 4 Imams. Now, this became, how would I say, something that is like part of deen. You must follow one of the 4 Imams. And people look at you, if you don't, then you are astray. If you are Salafi, you are astray. They meet, our so-called Masaa'il in this country, they meet behind closed doors to discuss the threat of Salafiyyah. They say there's 2 great deviations in the country, Seen and Sheen. What is Seen? Salafiyyah, Salafis. What is Sheen? Shia. So they equate us with the Shia. وَنَحْنُ أَبْعَدُ مِنَ الشِّيعَةِ نُحَارِبُ الشِّيعَةِ الرَّوَافِضَ وَالرَّافِضَةِ. So this is ghulu, brother. No. This is a time against us. We are just calling to follow the one Imam, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as understood by his students, the Sahaba. That's what we call it. No. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't follow me. Follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, Quran and Sunnah on the understanding of the Sahaba. Therefore, we open the Salafi Jamiyat. The Salafi Jamiyat quotes the Quran and Sunnah on the understanding of the Sahaba and their students. خَيْرُ النَّاسِ قَرْنِي ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ. That's what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us in an authentic narration. The best of people is my generation, those that follow them, then those that follow them. Now, the hadith that speaks about the Sahabi that met Dajjal, is that hadith Sahih? Oh, of course it's Sahih. It's Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. Now, Tamim ad-Dari, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, we were on a boat, or ship, rather, a ship is a very big boat, and they encountered a storm in the ocean, which drove their boat to an island. And when they came to that island, they took a walk around, checked well out. They came to this cave, and they found a man, very hairy man, that is in chains there. That hairy man asked them some questions. He was tied up in chains about the advent of the Prophet ﷺ. By that time the Prophet ﷺ did not know he was there, and about certain areas and lands. Was it now green pasture and all of that? He asked them certain questions. They informed them that he's going to make his appearance. Now, so yes, that hadith is Sahih. It is Sahih al-Bukhari. I hope you're talking about that man. Was it the hadith of Ibn Sayyad also? Oh no, this is that one. Not Ibn Sayyad. Tayyib. Assalamu alaikum. Is the Salafi excused for practicing his Salafiyyah in a foreign country? Example, like excuse in other matters of the manhaj without being forced or facing a life-threatening situation. Is a Salafi excused from practicing his Salafiyyah, his Aqidah, his Tawheed? I don't think it means that in a foreign country. Example, like being excused in other matters of the manhaj. Okay, now you specify matters of the manhaj. Like maybe you can move with Tablighis now, you can move with the Ikhwanis, without being forced or facing a life-threatening situation. No, there's no excuse. No excuse. You're not a Salafi, then if you do that, you're a Khalafi. No? Or Salfi. Selfies, you know. Selfie, you're playing with the deen, the la'u bid deen. Salafiyya is Islam. Now, Islam is Salafiyya. Because you're following the Salaf. Imam Salaf is who? Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How can you put your Salafi on hold now? Salafiyya on hold. What are you going to practice? Ya akhi, two things. I told you in the beginning. Sihhatul mu'taqad, salamatul manhaj. These two put together, that's your Islam. In other words, that's your Salafiyya. Huh? You must have correct key. You must have salamatul manhaj. What's the meaning of salamatul manhaj in English? I told you. Please tell me. Feedback. You must get a nice stick, please, and keep your name. Number. Huh? Correct manhaj. Sound manhaj. That's what it is. Now, so your manhaj must be sound. What do you mean your manhaj must be sound? I'm repeating this. Let me fire it myself and for you. Salamatul manhaj. Now, sound manhaj, sound methodology. Manhaj bil lugha means tariqa. Now, sabil. Right? It must be sound fi tadbir shari'atillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It must be sound in the implementation of the sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Aqidatan. Brother, if you don't have to go down. Hello? Breaks. If you don't have to go out, I must finish this while you're here. Right. It's okay, you're rushing toilet. Oh, give me water. Let him drink in the meantime. We don't make zulm. We don't make zulm. Salamatul manhaj means when you talk a sensitive topic, brother, don't move, don't scratch your head, don't take a call, don't do anything, because now I get disturbed. And then I forget where I am. Salamatul manhaj means that your manhaj, your methodology is sound in the implementation of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in terms of creed, right? In terms of ibadah, in terms of your suluk, your conduct, in terms of how you look at fiqh and rulings, in terms of your manhaj al-talaqqi, how you acquire this deen, in terms of how you deal with people, in terms of how you do your transaction and business. Everything is manhaj. You cannot have a different manhaj from the one prescribed by the Sharia. Then you're on the road to bid'ah. That's how it is. And to know that deserves you to study. It's not something that has come to you in a dream. Like Mulana Ilyas, Muhammad Ilyas. He had a dream. Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas, means you must go for tabligh. Change the whole tafsir. Make 6 points. Make this. Innovate this. It's not going to come to you in a dream. You've got to study the deen. And there's a manhaj of how to study the deen. Don't use your own intellect how to study. There's a manhaj of who you must take knowledge from. You must know who the one you're taking knowledge from. Don't sit there, you're majhul. You don't know who you're taking from. This old Madala came and old Madala was talking there. You don't know you were taking knowledge and you went whatever he was giving. If you don't know, ask. So you know. Now, who is this Faruqi? I'm sitting there and I'm listening to him. He said, must know him. Know who you're taking from. I don't know him. Okay, when you see me step out there, come ask. Now, don't be a mukallid. So because the old man sitting there, if he's old and maybe I must listen to him because you know he's very senior in age. No, that's your manhaj. No, there's a manhaj al-talaqqi, which is there in our Sharia. You want to ask, inquire, find out. When Umar ibn Khattab heard that there is somebody in the Masjid of Kufa giving tafsir from his memory, he said, who is that? He got angry. He blew up. His face went red. He was going to send instructions, catch him, bring him here. When he was angry at that, they said, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, he relaxed. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, Ibn Ummi Abd, Mufassir of the Quran. You see? You must know who's giving knowledge, who's giving tafsir, who's giving hadith, who's giving fiqh, where he's studying, where he's coming from. Very important. So, Mr. Salafi, you cannot put your Salafi on pause, Salafi on pause. No. It must just be on play. Jam is a pause button and throw it away. Now, yes, if you threaten is another story. Now, Akhi, Jazakallah khair wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So we understand that question particularly. Can I say something?
نعم يلمك تعليق فإنه ask تريد أن تسأل وتعلق على الكلام
One شيء.
تفضل
لو سمحت.
لا أساهم
So I think because can you put your Salafiyah on pause if you're in a normal place or something like that?
No, let me read the question. Is a Salafi excused? When you say excused, من ناحية الشرع, not me and you and how he think and all. من ناحية الشرع, from practicing his Salafiyah in a foreign country. Example, like being excused in other matters of the manhaj without being forced or without facing a life-threatening situation. And I say, la.
There's a Salafiyah is a creed. You talk about the Athariyyah, the beliefs you have no excuse. There are some actions in Salafiyah, like some Sunnah, where you must be excused. Like Shahaj and Shaykh Sayyid al-Jamiya, أحيانا ترك السنة أحيانا من السنة. For example, you're not forced. No one is forced to say swallow for beauty. That's Salafiyah Sunnah. Here they say.
Yeah.
In Uganda, if you come to Uganda and you say swallow for beauty min adhan, you might be beaten. You're not forced to say it. You might be beaten because you have to first teach the people that in Salah when it's raining you have to can say this, and some Sunnah you're blunt from here. If you go to a foreign land and practice them, you're not forced, you might be in danger to practice them.
Yeah.
The Aqidah, they believe
ترك السنة من السنة كما تقول now, which is correct. That is part of manhaj. So, not a problem. You understand what I'm saying? It's part of manhaj. Okay? So, his question is that, from what I understand, Wallahu a'lam, you are excused of practicing his Salafiyah. You get the point? You don't want to make izhar of your Salafiyah. You get the point? Yeah. Yeah. Your Salafiyah, make izhar of it. Now, sometimes people say you want to make izhar of Salafiyah, you want to show that he's with everyone. That is not allowed. Understand? Unless the questioner can make more tashrih, because, you know, if a person say he can be excused from his practicing his Salafiyah. Now we talk about a Salafiyah, it is your deen. You see? It's not like about juz'iyat. Yeah. As-Salafiyah. Al-Ma'hudah. You see?
generalize you cannot.
No.
But some juz'iyah.
That's what I just said, we agree with you. Now, Tarku Sunnah min al-Sunnah.
I'm afraid for a Salafi here, who is a beginner, who will say, Sheikh says you can't leave out anything. You have to practice, he goes to a foreign land, and he's practicing all that you taught him. Some of the right things you put us in there.
Anyone understanding that? What our brother said? What? Is anyone understanding it? Like, is there a misunderstanding on the answer? You can leave a Sunnah example. I come in the masjid, Salah is on, I join the Salah, and I don't make the Sunnah. Example, Salatul Maghrib. We know the hadith, 12 rakat, another person reads Sunnah, Allah's not will put your house in Jannah. I don't read Sunnah, I just read the Fara'id, and I go. So I left out Sunnah, am I right? Sunnah, 12. Right. So is my action wrong? I've left out some of my Salafiyah. Or rather say manhaj. Respond to what I'm talking to here now. So is it wrong? Is it wrong? I'm asking you. Huh? La. Dalil ala dhalik. Hadith. Ahsan. Which hadith? جاء رجل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم and he asked the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, if you only do the fara'id, will I go to Jannah? No. So he said, yes, you go to Jannah. That doing the 12 is Sunnah, is Salafiyah. That leaving out the 12 is also Salafiyah. So no problem there. But they say things of manhaj connected to Salafiyah cannot cheat people. I do business, I make hiyal, there's hiyal in the Hanafi madhab, okay, and Imam Bukhari wrote a whole bab of hiyal, so I make hiyal to get the money. So is that Salafiyah? It is part of the deen, it's in the madhab, in their deen. Things that I know, practice of Salafiyah. Be truthful, honest, but saluk, akhlaq, and all of that. So you say, is a Salafi excused from practicing his Salafiyah? No, you're not excused from practicing your Salafiyah in a foreign country. Example, I've been excused in other matters of the manhaj. When we talk about manhaj, we talk about sabil, ya jama'ah. We're talking about a tariqah fi tatbiq shari'atillah. Understand that. To if you are faced with the sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that which you have to implement, you have to implement it with fun. Lil manhaj wa shar. See? That's what you have to do. Can you say, no, I'm not? No, you cannot. Can you use some sunnah? Yes, you can use some sunnah. Now, we know, لا تقلل أي فضيلة من فضائل الدين. It's from the akhlaq of the Salaf. Do not regard as little any voluntary act of the deen. We did that day one. That comes under manhaj, it comes under akhlaq, it comes under suluk. Now, so we are not going to encourage as du'at for mafdul. We're going to encourage for what? Afdal. See? The du'at. Always we encourage for afdal. Now, and the brother made clear that no threat, no nothing you got. So why must you put your Salafi on both? Barakallah. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khair for that ta'liq. Allah yubarik fikum. This is what is exciting and interesting when there's ta'liq, when there's akhbarat. MashaAllah, nastafi, we benefit. But you sit like that, just like someone book on your phone, no, you've got to, make it hard of what's in your mind. Don't go talk in the room, hey, he said this, you know what? I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's, I don't know, it's wrong, But you bring it out because there's ikhlas, you see. Speak about it. Then we can benefit. All of us can benefit. What is the advice for the youth that is obsessed with tazkiyah from Masaa'il, especially the youth in Africa looking for fame? Yeah, subhanAllah, subhanAllah. Doesn't matter. This is something that is, if you want tazkiyah for a valid reason, shari'i reason, la ba'sa bihada. This is the way of our salaf. Now, we went to Damaj, we said to Sheikh Mukbil, Sheikh Mukbil don't give anyone tazkiyah. If you ask for it and it's a valid reason, he'll give you a tazkiyah. Like example, you're going to Britannia, you're going to Africa, you're going to go teach, people will ask you, have you got tazkiyah? Sometimes it becomes difficult. So he gives you a tazkiyah. Now, but to go around looking for tazkiyah, you can build a file of tazkiyah, so you can be known, hubbu zuhur, hubbu shuhra, you love that, and that's a sickness. Not to zakku anfusakum. Now, don't look for fame. Don't look for name. Now, but where it is needed, tazkiyah is needed. Now, you get your tazkiyah. No problem with that. We got tazkiyah. Alhamdulillah. We got tazkiyah for the institutional running. Alhamdulillah. Some tazkiyah we did not ask, but they gave us the ulama. Alhamdulillah. So you can't say, Al-Itlaq, don't look for tazkiyah. No. Wallahi, sometimes it's a musibah. We got tazkiyah, somebody knows, who knows, came to my house. My tazkiyahs are kept in the cupboard. And We gave them the room to stay, family members, and they pull out all this tazkiyah. They say, hey, you want all of these things? Say, yeah, we just take it and put in the cupboard, And then, one day, someone will say, who are these people? They just come and talk. Who gave them tazkiyah? Who gave... Now we've got to go and dig for the tazkiyah. Where is the tazkiyah? Where we left the tazkiyah? Hey, Fulan, where's my tazkiyah? Now you must take it out now. Those people are starting to make fitna. إذا دارت الفتنة ماذا قلنا؟ سموا لنا رجالكم. Okay, the people have a right. Now, it's right. Somebody asks you, I won't mind if you come and have a shake. You talk too much. Where you study? I don't mind. Wallahi, I don't mind. I won't give you a 50 rand, but I'll explain you. Now, it is your haq. Because you're always preaching, you must know who you take your knowledge from. As the Salaf said, هذا العلم دين. فانظروا عمن تأخذون دينكم. This ilm is deen. Check who you take your deen from. Right? So it's fine. You ask, we explain. If you want to see the tazkiyah in writing, we bring it, we show you. Now, khalas. Is this clear, brother? Do you ask me? Don't go looking for tazkiyah. Look for ilm. Now, your amal will be your tazkiyah. Sheikh Sulaiman al-Ruhaili answered this and others of the ulama. Some people say, man anta إذا بدأت يعني تصدرت بالعلم وبالحلقات يعني إن من زكاك? Who gave you testimony that you can start halaqah and all that? يا أخي, the guy is reading كتاب التوحيد أصول الثلاثة قواعد الأربعة أصول الستة نواقض الإسلام, and he's looking from the shan of the ulama and he's teaching from there. He hasn't made any mukhalafa. The Sheikh Muhammad Zayd ibn Muhammad al-Mazghali answered this. Now it's here. No mukhalafa came from him. No contradiction came from him. Backfire, relax. No contradiction came. You see, backfire. Only if people experience it, other you run also. Now, barakallahu fikum. So if he has no mukhalafa, he's teaching the books we know, and he's using the shar of the ulama that we know, let the brother carry on. Now, don't go ask him man zakah. Maybe the other day he just got to know Salafiyah, he's mutamakkin in his Arabic, he can translate nice, and he's sticking to the ulama, he's not talking his own things. Ni'ma azim, especially in the land of the kuffar. What is the ruling to the person who graduated to Medina but doesn't want to refute the people of innovation? He says he doesn't want people to hate him. Miskin. So the question is, the ruling about the one who graduated from Medina. When you say Medina, you're talking about maybe Jamia Islamiyah, Medina University. And he doesn't want to refute the people of innovation. Now, he doesn't want people to hate him. So that means he is looking after his bread and butter. He wants followers. He wants to be Mr. Nice Guy by the people of Bid'ah and by the people of Sunnah. But no, you're not going to be Mr. Nice Guy by the people of Sunnah from the Salafiyin, because we caught up with people like you. Now, we caught up with people like you who want to be a deceptive person. Why is he a deceptive person? This is very, very shady. This is from the Kaba'ir. Let them hear those who are like that. It's from the Kaba'ir. And I'll tell you why I say Kaba'ir. Because it's a strong term to say from the Kaba'ir. Because you're making kitmanul ilm. Kitmanul ilm, hiding and concealing knowledge, has been refuted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not by me, in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah. Give me the dalil, Hussein. Inna alladhina No, give me this thing, brother. Give me un poco. Vuvuzela. Give me vuvuzela. How many are vuvuzela? Let the people hear him. Because my voice is running out. Come on, irfa sawtak ya akhi, barakallah. Put a thing on. Oh. You see a 9-year-old was wadi. I want you to be wadi.
إن الذين يكتمون ما أنزل الله من الكتاب ويشترون به ثمنا قليلا أولئك يأكلون في البطون ما يأكلون في بطونهم إلا نار.
لا. إن الذين يكتمون ما أنزلنا من البينات والهدى.
من بعد ما بينا. إن الذين يكتمون ما أنزلنا من البينات والهدى.
Right, stop there. Right, stop. Verily those now who conceal and hide now what we have revealed from the explanation and the guidance. Right? What about them? Wasim? After we have explained it to the people, Allah says, after we have explained it, this guidance to the people, after we have explained it to the people, now, in the book, in the Quran, and the Sunnah, Ulaika, those people, yal'anuhumullah wa yal'anuhumul la'inun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala curses them, and those who curse also curse them. Why is he giving the Muslim away? We never finished, we're not done. Because now, this brother, we have to give a way to rectify his situation. And that's what comes next in the ayah. He must rectify himself. Was the land of the curse of Allah and the Malaika is upon him. Allah, mankind, Malaika, they all curse such a person who want to be Mr. Nice Guy. So, Mr. Nice Guy, there's a way out for you. Right? And it comes the next part of the ayah, the way out. What is the way out for him? This Mr. Nice Guy who wants to be he's not Mr. Nice Guy, sorry. He wants to be Mr. Nice Guy. Carry on. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ تَابُوا. Now what he must do, this so-called looking for to be Mr. Nice Guy, he must repent, tawbah, وَأَصْلَحُوا, rectify himself, set right the matters, وَبَيَّنُوا, he must explain. No more in the closet, no more ducking, no more trying to be Mr. Nice Guy. He must make bayan, warn against these shayateen that's leading astray the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He went and studied. What he studied for? He should have went and did engineering or studied botany or zoology. Get some money and come and give it here to the Salafis. We'll excuse you, don't talk anything because you are a dunya man, you study the science of the dunya. But you went Jamia Islamiyah, you studied Sharia, you had access to the ulama, they taught you Tawheed, they taught you Aqidah, the country sponsored you to come and make mudahana, mujamala. No, we never sponsor you for that. You ate the money, you ate the sponsorship, you fill your belly, and now you come back here and you want to get a nice job and be Mr. Nice Guy. If you make Islah, you explain and you say I was wrong. Now this is the right way, brothers. We will respect you. We will welcome you. You will say, Sharikna fi hadha al-majal al-mubarak. Join us in this blessed path. We're not going to criticize you. But right now, we criticize you. Wake up. Change your ways. Do not be deceptive. Be with the Salafiyun. The Marathis of Salafiyah are known in this land. There's 4 Marakis of Salafiyah around South Africa. Go to any one of them, do khidmah of the deen. A Salafi is always with a Salafiyun. That's the Jama'ah. You are advised to be with the Jama'ah. You cannot be one time with the Jama'ah, one time with the what? Ikhwanjiyin and the people of Bid'ah and innovations. This is mudahana. You're playing with the deen. Here's the thing. It is not for a dini benefit. It is for a personal benefit. It's for your nafs. So this one saying, put his Salafi, his manhaj one side, on pause, for that benefit. No. You have to warn. And you have been exposed to the ulama. The duty and responsibility is upon you to do the job. If you're weak, you're scared, you don't know how, come to the Marakis, we're going to teach you. Now, how to do that. Bismillah. Bitawfiq min Allah. And because we love you, graduated from Jamia Islamiyah, a place that is muhtaram indana. So we are ready to teach, we are ready to work together, we are ready to, but we're not ready to compromise. We're not ready to make mudahana. Some brothers have even gone to extreme. They about the groups, the sects that are deviancy, they say no, they got hasanat and sayyi'at. So we look at the hasanat, leave the sayyi'at, yutwa, or sayyi'at, tutwa, to cover it up. Focus on the hasanat. This is muwazana. It's a bid'ah. This is muwazana. Bain al-hasanat wa sayyi'at. Now, in matters of aqidah and manhaj, Shaykh al-Uthaymeen, rahimahullah ta'ala, spoke about this. This is only in biographies. We're talking about the jama'ah and you're mentioning it's got hasanat and sayyi'at. Yeah, you can talk about it. Now, in the biographies of individuals. Now, like Imam Nawawi, Imam Fulan, they got this khairan of good, but there is some halal over here, lots of good, 95% good, but here a little bit, agreeing with the Ashaira, etc. But it's still an Imam. Respect it. But brothers are using these things to okay the groups of deviation. Under the banner of muwazanat, al-muwazana bain al-hasanat wa sayyi'at. You cannot use that except in biographies. That's it. Now, when you're speaking, because that's a truthful statement. The Prophet ﷺ, when he was asked by a Sahabiya who wanted to marry someone, and another person, between these two, who said, this one just hit his wife, doesn't play. The other one is fakir, no money. Both are good Muslims and all of that, but they have these kind of characteristics. So now he was asked about the character of an individual. Now, we do not say use that when you talk about deviant sects and ideologies and groups and individuals of deviation. There we have to give nasiha to the ummah. So when you give nasiha to the ummah, you're going to say, watch out for this individual. Yes, deviation, yeah. Speak about the deviation. You do not speak about his good points. Why? Because you want to warn the ummah against the deviation. Because that will take them out of the deen. So this is from Abdul Rahman Abu Khalid and Ali al-Halabi. This comes from them, this creed, or rather Aida, who Sheikh Ahmad al-Najmi rahimahullah ta'ala has refuted. Sheikh Rabi has refuted. Hafidhahullah ta'ala. Sheikh Ubaid al-Jabiri refuted. Rahimahullah ta'ala. And other ulama have refuted this concept. الموازنات بين الحسنات والسيئات في النقد الرجال والأفكار الهدامة, where you compare between the good and the bad in individuals who are deviant. So speak about the good and bad. You put the people into confusion if you do that. If you give nasiha to the ummah, no. Somebody comes to your house, he steals, he slaps your mother around, and then you come home, you're angry. I tell you, hang on, here's some hasanah. He gives charity, and your mother is bleeding there. He gives charity. He's a good man. He visits the hospital, see the sick people. During lunch breaks, he gives them food. Muwazanah bin al-hasanah was sayyah. He also has some bad things. He hit your mother. You're going to be happy. Yeah, Jamal, are you all going to be happy? You might hit me, God's going to hit him also. If you can understand that in that mawqif, you can understand this in the deen, which is awla. Tahdhir min ahli al-inhiraf, min ahli al-zayg wa al-dalala, matlub shar'an. It is required according to the Sharia. واضح يا جماعة؟ clear؟ بارك الله فيكم. أحسن الله إليكم. نعم يا أخي. In fact, if you don't want people to hate you, you're doing this because you don't want people to hate you, you're not going to achieve that because we're going to hate you. We, Ahlul Sunnah, are going to hate you because you're compromised and deceptive. There are angels who curse you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will curse you. How can He love you when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed you? What's the meaning of land? Land? ما معنى land؟ في هذه الآية يلعنهم الله. اللان ايش قصد اللان؟ لان يا أخي كمان بعيد عن رحمة الله. نعم. You far from the mercy of Allah. When you get the Quran and the Sunnah, this word lan comes, that you are cursed, you are rajim, shaitan or rajim. You ba'id from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You far from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can we love you? We are Ahlul Sunnah. We want to do everything that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed, we don't want to be near them. So rectify your affairs so that we can love you. You rectify your affairs, every Salaf will love you. Even more than before. Because you are brave enough to step up and hold high the mantle of Tawheed. It's no easy matter, it's a very serious matter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us His mercy. Now, He before you. Now, come on. Yeah. Now, ask brother. Ta'liq on the brother's kalam. Ta'liq ala ta'liq. The time is past, brother, to make ta'liq. Why do you make ta'liq, champion? I make ta'liq because the brother's kalam before, but even the mawdu. Okay, make ta'liq. Maybe start the mawdu fresh. Faddal. English يا أخي so everyone can understand. وإياكم كذلك.
This is a cycle of seeking knowledge.
Yes, correct.
Inshallah, if we
Allah subhanahu accept from us.
Inshallah, our Shaykh is going to correct us.
The
question that the person who asked it, can be excused?
نعم.
To practice his manhaj.
نعم.
So now, تعليق Masaa'il, inshallah.
You want Vuvuzela? Everyone can hear him? نعم. No, keep Vuvuzela. Everybody must hear because it's, as you said correctly, majalisul ilm. So some people hear, some people don't hear, then it's not بفائدة. يعني المرجو. نعم تفضل. Start again. بارك الله فيك.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Huh?
نعم بارك الله فيكم يا شيخ أحسن الله إليكم.
وإياكم كذلك.
So just gonna repeat what they say that it is a circle of seeking knowledge.
Yes.
And يعني if our understanding is wrong, the Sheikh is يعني.
تسمعون؟ يجي.
نعم. نعم. If our يعني understanding is wrong, our Sheikh حفظه الله is here to correct us. بارك الله فيكم.
The understanding is wrong.
نعم.
نعم تفضل.
نعم إن شاء الله. So now just send عليكم statement and the brother who يعني send a question, can you be excused of your manhaj يعني in the country? نعم.
نعم. تفضل يا.
بارك الله فيكم.
وإياكم.
نعم. In the part of manhaj. So and the brother يعني gave us تعليق لكن from the تعليق يا شيخ الجزر my view الله أعلم is that the person can be excused from the manhaj because Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has mentioned to us يعني الحديث of حذيفة بن يمان يعني في نهاية الحديث حذيفة بن يمان Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said وَاعْتَزِلُ تِلْكَ الْفِرَقِ that you must stay away from all the firaq. So now there is belief that no one's going to be pleased with you upon the manhaj. Now, so you must stay away even if you did the roots of the tree. Now, so that you mustn't be with these people because this is going to end up يعني being on the قاعدة of the Ikhwan where they say يعني نتعاون فيما اتفقنا فيه ونعذر بعضنا بعضا فيما اختلفنا فيه. So it will lead to that. Now, so the brother, as I said, يعني from the تعليق is that no one can be excused يعني from practicing his manhaj يعني when it goes into the country from that angle that I understood. بارك الله فيكم وعافية الله وإياكم.
جزاك الله خير. Okay, but I see there's been تعليق ولكن لا يخص الموضوع بالضبط. ولكن نشكر. لا نريد هذا. كذا برا. أنا قد حكمت على هذا. أن هذا التعليق يعني في شيء واسع لا يخص الموضوع كله. نعم تفضل يا أخي. English please, huh? So everyone can understand.
There's one sheikh who told me that I should stay away from people who talk about the Sahaba. So I just wanted to know like what kind of person.
Okay, Sheikh told you must stay away from people who what?
Who talks about the Sahaba.
Who talks about the Sahaba. Alright. I love Umar ibn Khattab. Stay away from him. I'm talking about the Sahaba. I love Ali ibn Abi Talib. I love Abu Bakr. What did he mean? I mean, you mean you mustn't talk about Madhab?
No, like he said that you stay away from people who talk about the Sahaba.
Who talk about the Sahaba or talk bad about the Sahaba? What do you mean?
Bad, like talk about the Sahaba.
Just to talk about the Sahaba. Stay away from them.
Because I was so amazed, like I asked
What he means by that? Jeep?
So that's why I wanted to know like what kind of.
He's a Shii, Rafida. So, stay away from people who talk about the Sahaba. Not stay away from people who talk bad about the Sahaba. Stay away from people who talk about the Sahaba. That statement can only come from the Rafida, who hate the Sahaba. If you talk about the Sahaba, يغيظهم. It makes them angry, furious. So is he a Shia? In the South African spectrum of sex, where does he fall? That person. No. I mean, what's his ideology like? Is he a Deobandi? Is he a Sufi? Is he a Barelvi? Sunni? Is he a Shia? Is he what? You had the interaction with him? So, yeah, but what is he? Which masjid he prays? He prays the Salafis. Which masjid he prays him? Deobandis? Tablighi. He's a Tablighi. Okay, he prays in a Tablighi masjid, but you don't know what it's Tablighi. Does he say, my success, your success? Does he say, let's go for cash?
I didn't know like maybe with you. When you just said that, I just left.
You saw it for the first time.
Now, maybe by the masjid.
Must be shaitan. No. Can it be from those who deny hadith?
Because I
The Quraniyun. Yes, yes, carry on.
Because I also asked my brother, he said the person is
He's a Sufi. He's a Sufi. So, Sufi on different levels, you know. So this must be the extreme Sufi. Huh? Extreme Sufi. But it's a shaitan min al-ins. That is something for sure. Now, so somebody speaks that, you know, it's Munharif. The Sahaba are the Hamalatu Sunnati Rasulillahi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now, the Quraniyun, ya akhi, Sheikh Ishaq, Quraniyun will not say stay from the Sahaba, they will say stay from Hadith, follow only Quran. But they won't say that statement. And interactions with the Quraniyun, they don't speak that. But Shia Rafida, now, with respect from the Rafida, then he's a put his Sun. But if somebody told he's a Sufi, then he's from Ashab ibn Arabi. Now, the one of Wahdatul Wujud. Now, because he wanted to follow the Tariqat Sufiya, where they don't talk about the Sahaba. They talk about their sheikhs, their Masaa'il, in the Silsila. Ibn Akhbandiyah, Qadriyah, Sarwardiyah, and Chistiyah, Urifa'iyah, and others in Africa. Now, so those are extreme Sufis. Now, and you talk about Sahaba? You yourself, personally, do you talk about the Sahaba? Or you stop talking from that day he told you? He doesn't want to know. Yeah, so you ignore what he said. Am I right? So don't worry. Crazy shaitan just came past and told you, whispered something in your ear, waswasa. It's able to take the awud and spit on him and let him carry on with that. Finished? Muhammad, Nur Bhai. Muhammad before Nur.
So I think maybe the question is going to be controversial.
Then don't ask. If you think the question is going to be controversial, then min al-ahsan to ask me where it's not going to create controversy. Don't ask me in a gathering where it's going to create controversy, especially amongst us. We don't need controversy. We need unity. We need clarity. We need togetherness. We need wahda. So if it's not like that, then you tafadda. I just gave you a cautionary rule. Take.
Sure.
It will cause controversy outside, huh? It will cause controversy outside. Now you said it's going to be controversial, so is it going to cause controversy in the house of Allah or outside the house of Allah? Outside. Further.
Actually, in the Muslim community, we have two people from two different backgrounds.
Yes.
Those who reverted to Islam and those who are born into Islam.
Yes.
And basically those who reverted to Islam, they have to catch up on a lot of things.
In the community, we have two sets of Muslims. Those who have reverted to Islam and those who born into Islam. Right? I'm saying loud because it's recorded, isn't it? No. Further.
So,
You're very weak in your voices.
for instance, a person has to catch up on learning the deen.
So a person has to catch up in learning the deen, the one who has reverted to Islam. Right.
And secondly, also the family is expecting something from that individual.
The family is also expecting something from that individual. Muslim family or Kuffar family?
Kuffar family.
Kuffar family, okay.
Then we find a person coming from a Muslim family, like Aslam.
Somebody coming from a Muslim family like an asylum. Huh? Aslan. Oh, he's originally coming from a non-Muslim family. Aslan is from a non-Muslim family.
From the other person is from a Muslim family.
Oh, the other one is from a Muslim family. Correct. Okay.
So it comes a time, or it comes a catch, where it's time for proposals.
Comes the time for proposals now.
And the sister be like, she wants a salary.
The sister wants a salary.
A Salafi.
Oh, Salafi. Okay.
And if we're to look at the dynamics of the demographics, most of the Salafiyun in Pretoria, they are the ones which we vetted, which come from a Kufar background.
And if you look at the Salafiyun, most of them have reverted and come from a Kufar background. Right? Okay, understood?
So, Sheikh, the difficulty comes when the brothers like that, they have to get married.
Difficulty comes when brothers like that have to get married. Okay?
You know, Sheikh. So sometimes also there is racial preferences.
Sometimes there is racial preferences. Okay?
Sometimes we see people marry their daughters to Muqtadi'un over a Salafi brother.
Sometimes we find brothers marrying off their daughters to innovators rather than Salafis. Yes?
So, Sheikh, we are asking for the solution. What can we do? And what is the advice for the families?
So we're asking for what can we do? What is the advice for the families? Okay? Intal Kalam. The speech has come to an end. It was really a speech. There's so many aspects mentioned there. So the point about the Kufar families expecting some financial help and assistance from their Muslim son. Huh? How do we solve that?
No, sure. The point which I'm trying to make is that sometimes the sisters, the brother, he went to university. Then he had to sacrifice going to madrasa. Now he's finished with madrasa, he wants to get married. So now the mahar is being skyrocketed. But the sister, she says that she's looking for a salad. So in SA or in Pretoria, it's not easy to find that kind of a salad who has an academic background and academic, secular, and also the academic of Islam.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very difficult to find a person stable like that.
So the problem is with the sister.
No,
She wanted a Salafi brother who's got
knowledge,
security junior wise and knowledge of the deen. So she wants a holistic brother who fulfills all of these criteria. Just her choice. She want to look for that. Just pass her over and go look for next door. It's many fish in the sea.
the point which
I'm answering. I haven't finished. I just start. I give nothing by hand. If I miss anything after I've answered, then you can come. Right? Everyone has his or her special preference. Okay? And when it comes to marriage, there's something called al-kafa'a, compatibility. There must be compatibility. Because from that comes mawadda, attraction, love. That's what the institution of marriage is. Can I tell my family member, I don't want you to marry a handsome guy, I want you to marry a very ugly guy, otherwise you are discriminating, my sister. Everyone is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so marry the ugly guy. I'm asking you. I can't do that. Is she discriminating? No. It's a personal preference. Understand? On the other hand, I force her, marry the handsome guy. Two guys want you, marry the handsome guy. Leave the ugly guy. She likes the ugly guy. That's her preference. Right? Okay. Coming to the deen. We've been advised by the Prophet ﷺ. Deen is a consideration when you're looking for a woman. Her beauty is a consideration. Beauty plays a role. It does play a role. That has to do with kafar. Just where attraction lies. Somebody doesn't attract you, why must you marry them? Then tomorrow you come on khula, you want this and you want talaq and all of that. Now, marry somebody that you incline to, that's the asl. Marry someone that will fit into your family. Understand? Some people say, hey, we've been suffering for apartheid long now. Yes, you see, you're marrying Ibrahim with a Salafi, but he's a Mlung. What's your problem? When you bring those white people in the house now. An example, I'm just kidding. There's many things here, brother. We must move according to the Qawaid of Sharia. In a Babul Nikah. Understand it from Quran and Sunnah. Then use the mind and the prevailing situation in the land. Don't label people that these people are racist, these people are like this, and these people are like that, based on what you experience in your environment. No. If people are racist, they're racist, they need nasiha. But when it comes to institutional marriage, don't interfere too much there. That girl must marry who she likes. Father is just a facilitator, he's a wali. Because tomorrow, my child, you are going to live with that man. You will produce the grandkids. You must be happy. Produce righteous grandkids. The Salafi brother goes to a house, a supposedly Salafi house, and he wants to marry there. Yeah, Salafi is not a label, as we discussed Manhaj. Salafi is not a label you take it, you put it on a jubba when you go to propose. And then you take that off when you're in your other situations. No. The father will see you're not a proper Salafi. You make intisab to Salafiyah. How is your Salafiyah? Are you a proper Salafi? Or you just go to Sheikh Farooq and then they just only for one Dora Ilmiya? And after you don't see you, disappear. You mix it up with these other guys. And then when your iman goes low, then you make izhar of yourself. Example, I'll give you an example. Think about all of these things, right? So, remember something. Bilal radiallahu anhu was poor. After Nas. Ashab al-Sufa was sitting in the Prophet in the masjid. 70 odd Sahaba. Poor, no one to look after them. From amongst them, Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Now, we as Salafiyun must know. First and foremost, it's about deen. Our risk is written for us. 50,000 years before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the heavens and the earth. We should turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all our matters. We should practice our deen properly. Committed people of the deen. Your wife will come to you, whether the father likes or doesn't like, whether whoever wants to prevent you, it's never going to miss you. Now, it's never going to miss you. Rufiyatil aqlam wa jaffatil suhuf. You know the hadith? Huh? Abdullah Masud? I thought my memory is bad. Now, إذا اجتمع الناس إلى أن يضروك لم يضروك إلا بما كتب الله عليك. If the people gather together to harm you, they'll never be able to harm you except by that which Allah has decreed for you, against you at least. Now, likewise, if the people gather to benefit you, they cannot benefit you except by that which Allah has done for you. Go and get all the degrees you want. Go and study and become the Allama and go ask for the girl's hand. Nothing. You won't get it. But it's not written for you. Stay like a miskin. You get the most beautiful auntie. She's got a car stand. She's selling 20 cars a day. And she's staying in a nice place. She pays her rent. She looks after you. Allahu Akbar. It's a dream. It's not like a dream. It's possible to happen. You must have fiqh billah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is our nuqsan. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu was sitting there as a companion on that raised platform in the masjid of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His focus was Allah. His focus was how his mother can enter into Islam. Abdurrahman ibn Sakhr al-Dawsi from the Banu Daws. And what happened after that? Yeah. Well, children, wife, dunya open for him. But we نحن نستعجل. We are very hasty. Now, so we should not be hasty. Now, given this jawab, first we've got to look introspection, check ourselves out. Right? Secondly, focus on the deen. Focus that you have a Lord. You have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make dua, awqatul ijabah. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the wife that you want. Some of us don't know what type of wives you want. Just say a Salafi woman is not a good description. Like I told you, the brother came. It's yes, the beginning of things. The brother from Nigeria contacted me. He had a Salafi wife. But in other ways, she was not taking care of herself. So he didn't like that. So ask Allah to grant you the spouse that will produce for you a good lineage. Now, waqtul ijabah, find out where's the waqtul ijabah or awqatul ijabah. Make dua at that time. So if somebody comes and say, the father is a Salafi, I'm a Salafi, we pray the same masjid, ask for your daughter, you say my daughter doesn't want you. What's wrong with these people? How are they? Yeah, what are you blaming them? They don't want you. Be happy to be rejected and move on with life. That apa was yours, is waiting for you. You're passing this way, this house, that house. You say, he's going to come to you. You will reach there. Now, sometimes the brother thinks just being a Salafi is enough. No, we look at akhlaq, we look at suluk, we look at who you're joining. Your akhlaq, your suluk, everything is good. But you're a person, you have some weaknesses. And we know about those weaknesses. So we reject you based on those things. Like Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam spoke about the one who beats his wife and the one who's fakir. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam advised, don't marry there. He's a Muslim or not a Muslim? Sahabi, Muslim. As-Sahaba kullum udud. But still the Prophet said, don't marry. Because he's tied to the money, you know, fakir. And the Prophet knows this girl. She likes sweet things, nicely halwa and what. So kafa'a, that's why I say we move to the Sunnah, but everything is there in the Sunnah. Imam Bukhari told us that everything of the deen is in the Quran and the Sunnah. If we don't go there, we're going to judge on another platform. This and that. No. Go to Sharia, understand the deen. Look at our Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So I told you everything before going to the sheikhs and this one and that one. Go to the Seerah. Go to the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Because this deen for 23 years was alive. In the time of the revelation. Incidents happened during that time. That if you look at your own situation, you'll find a jawab there. مَن يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُهُ فِي الدِّينِ. Understand? Now, this deen is a full-time thing. Full-time occupation. No put on pause. And you must grow in ilm. Then you get the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what can we now criticize the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam for looking at financial aspects? It's kufr if you do that. Kufr. You have to know that their behavior has a dalil in the deen. Astasiyah. I surrender to that. Thank you, Father. You don't want to give me your daughter? It's fine. I'm a miskin. I'm riding my bicycle. It's okay. I will not come. You don't give me because Father knows his daughter. She's spoiled. She's driving around with a BM all the time. You come with a bicycle. See Sahab in the bicycle. Daughter is used to soft life. You make her do it by washing machine. She must scrub the dish. Yeah? No hot water. What do you want her to do? You get blistered legs, feet, all that. If Hamoon change that. Have I left something out here? Allah Ibarak Jazakallah. When we go to the deen, we go to the sunnah, we go to the life of our beloved Imam, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, everything becomes clear. Now, Shaitan will shubhat. Be careful. Hey, look by. You only do zalam there. What's your question?
The question is,
defending the person who said the statement. But
The statement is not defending the person who said the statement.
No.
Okay.
The one about the Sahaba.
The one about the Sahaba.
Because English is a second language to some people.
Sorry, you use seven languages.
No, I'm saying English can be like a second language to other people.
Oh, English can be a second language to other people. I understand.
Understanding the statement can only two statements. Meaning a person
It can be ambiguous.
No.
There's ihtimalat.
No.
Right, okay?
On the level of a person who's understanding the English.
Okay.
Then if you say be careful about the person who's speaking about the Sahaba, meaning against, or it can be for that kind of statement. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to say is before the book we need to understand what is it carrying from the statement. Because like I say, the person can stay as a guy and can say that kind of statement due to him having not in his English. Then that can be carried out as this being a Shia. So that's my thought on the statement. I don't know if you all understand the statement.
Huh?
I said that's my thought on the statement.
Okay. All right. So now, when you give a hukum, you judge by the zahirul kalam. Now, as Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu said, نحن من نرى فيه الصلاة قربناه. نعم. نحكم بالظواهر أو بالظاهر والله سبحانه وتعالى يتولى السرائر. This holds good for statements, actions of an individual. Now, we have ghaira for the Sahaba. When somebody says, watch out for people who speak about the Sahaba, who from Islam can say that? The Hakim should be thinking like that. It can be. He's not going to attend to what is behind that statement. He just look at this statement in the text. This statement. What's the implication? Who can say such a statement? We have 6 around. Huh? Rafida. As Sheikh taught the people of Quraniyun, although they're not far from the Quran. Now, our Sheikh Muhammad Hadi, Hafidullah Ta'ala, mentioned in the arena of Rudud that there are some people, you come to them with a nas that the person has written in his book, with a sawtiyah of the person, and then you'll find some brothers, mumayyi'un, compromisers, who say, no, you don't understand his statement, he means this, he could have meant that. And Sheikh says, I am judging by the zahir of his nas. You seem to know the batin of the intent of that nas. How can your judgment be right? Nahkum bil-zahir. Now, so if the individual hears that there was a hukum that given, he must rush forward and say, hey, this is not what I meant. The tafsir must come from the one who came with the kalam. In the absence of that tafsir, nahkum bil-zahir. Wa anta al-amal. Wa anta al-amal. Barakallah. Well, تفهم يا أخي؟ نعم.
عند أهل السنة ممكن الترك ما تشاجر.
ها؟ English, so everyone can understand. You want Vuvuzela?
No.
Can you hear him? This Sheikh got a voice like a lion. I know.
From the Sunnah,
Now.
if this statement was from a Sunni Salafi,
Now.
could have meant to leave what Matashajara by now, the disciplines like Ali and Muawiyah. We don't talk about it.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. No, but then he said later that's from the Sufi. But from a Sunni Salafi, as you say, it could mean don't enter into the disputes between the Sahaba, which is Sahih. This is a qaida in the Salafiyin, in the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Between Ali ibn Abi Talib and Muawiyah, Ali ibn Abi Talib and Aisha, the Jamal or Siffin, don't enter into that. No. هم اجتهدوا ودخلوا فيما دخلوا. They made ijtihad, they entered into what they entered into, and إذا كان فيه من أصاب فله أجران، إذا كان فيه من أخطأ فله أجر واحد، خلاص إذا الأمر. That's as far as we go. Now, so هذا حللنا هذا، ليس ذلك؟ بلى. طيب. Now, yeah. But when he said Sufi, and as Sufi, we've been among the Sufis for, we experienced Sufism for a long time. And we hate what we experience, but we kind of appreciate we experience that because we don't know Kufr, you don't know Tawheed, and know how valuable Tawheed is. Now, they speak things like that. I got another ta'wil to the Kalam Nurman. He could have said, you see the Salafis, they are the ones speak about Sahaba, Sahaba, Sahaba. So watch out for the Salafis. Those speak about Sahaba, Sahaba, Al-Fahmi Sahaba, Al-Fahmi Sahaba. Be careful of those people. Just, I am on Quran and Sunnah. Bas, yakfi. هذا احتمال ليس ذلك. هذا هو. Now, and let me tell you something personal I had. There was a brother we studied with. He graduated from the course. He went to a town. The Deobandis gave him a masjid. They gave him a car. He had nothing miskin. They gave him a house. And we were talking, all of us in the time we were studying, Quran and Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah. Allah Akbar, it was so nice. You know? And then, I came to him one day. I met him at Spar's shopping center. Maybe he's listening, let him hear this. Spar's shopping center. And I said, I'd like to come to your masjid and give a talk. And he knew me for about 7 years, 6 years maybe. He said, no problem. You come to my masjid, but don't talk about Sunnah. Don't talk about Sunnah. Or don't talk about Hadith. I said, if I don't talk about Sunnah, about Hadith, what am I going to talk about? Wassalam. From the day, Anta wa Sha'na. So yes, we have to be careful. And we judge. If a person tells me don't talk about Sunnah, I'm not going to make ihtimalat. Hukm, straight mubashir. Straight hukum. You were saying before when you were studying Sunnah, Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah. Now you tell me must not talk about Sunnah and Hadith? So what must talk? And it's not from the Quran even. It's from the Deobandiyah. But his masjid is in a township. If I came and spoke about, but the funny thing, he didn't tell me don't talk about Tawheed. Ajib. Ajib. In hindsight, when I think of it, you know. But this is the world out there. So, the Munharifun, in all their ashkar, we've got to make it hard of their batil, of their shubuhat, of their statements, of their books, their writings. Yeah? You know, Imam Ahmad was in his house, and a person came. Well, Ali ibn Abi Dawood had some kalam of khalq, or lafzi bil Quran. So what happened was, he heard that Muhammad ibn Yahya al-Zuhali wrote a letter to Imam Ahmad, who was in Baghdad, telling him about Ali ibn Abi Dawood, who was an alim, imam, who's now got this thing about lafzi. Yani lafzi bil Quran makhluk. So this is a bid'ah. So he wrote to Imam Ahmad. Ibn Abi Dawood, he heard that that Yahya ibn Muhammad ibn Yahya al-Zuhali wrote a letter to Imam Ahmad. And Muhammad ibn Yahya al-Zuhali was from Naysabur, from the teacher Imam al-Bukhari. So Ibn Abu Dawud left there, he rushed to Baghdad to come to Imam Ahmad to say, no, I'm not like this. No. So when he came there to the house of Imam Ahmad, he met Saleh, the son of Imam Ahmad. Sorry, let's take this out. So he came. So he had a relationship with Saleh, the son of the Imam. He said, tell your father I want to see you. So Saleh came. He knows there's a problem now. So he told Imam Ahmad, there's a man there. He wants to see you. Can you see him? Yes. Imam Ahmad asked him, who's the man? So he started making Toria. He's not telling Imam Ahmad directly who he is. He says, no, Rajulun min al-Mashriq, a man from the east, person of knowledge, and he wants to see you. He said, who's that man? So Saleh is keep on making excuses, trying to duck, revealing the name. Then Imam Ahmad, Firasa, he asked him, Ali ibn Abi Dawud? He said, yes. It's Ali ibn Abi Dawud. He said, you must not enter when I don't want to see you. You must move. So he said, no, tell your father, all these things that are attributed to me. I never say it. I am not involved in that. Huh? I'm not the person guilty of that. So Saleh came to his father. He said, tell him, the one who has written to us about his affair is thicker, more thicker than him, more trustworthy than him, more accurate in his narrations, more trustworthy to us than him. I don't see. Let's go. So, إذا وصلت الخبر من الثقات على رأس العين. We learn this from ourselves. Now, then that's where the ulama say some people, they want to defend the statements of the deviants. Their statements are recorded, the sotiyat are there, and then they say, no, he never mean that. I'm not talking about you now, just giving more explanation so it can benefit all of us. No, maybe he meant this, maybe he meant that, because you love him, not this deviant, because you have previous experience with him, or the sheikh, or whatever. No, sheikh, you're understanding wrong. Ya akhi, please. What you are saying involves something that is inside the person, and you don't know the inside of people. So don't try to defend people. We judge by the statements and the actions. And khalas, inshallah. Wadi ya jama'a, is it clear? Barakallahu feekum, wa ahsanallahu ilaykum. Wa saddadallahu khutaakum, wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Now.